What the hell? You marked up the Meow Button's price? No, I didn't. Touched anything.
Did I?
You might have. Let me click on the game again. Oh, it's fine. Better now.
Yeah, wait, Meow's always been $1,000.
Meow's always been $1,000. There's never been an instance where Meow's been less than $1,000.
It could be more.
And if I might say so myself, a steal. A steal for $1,000. I'm like sleepy. I'm also really warm. I'm crazy warm. Are you also warm?
I'm crazy warm right now. I took a warm shower and then I put on my knee-high long socks.
You would. I thought you were
What?
I thought you were gonna say it took my melatonin. I took a warm shower, had 7 beers and some NyQuil, and I'm ready for stream.
I'm ready for stream, dude.
We should do a nap stream where all we do is just sleep for like the whole stream.
Yeah, once the Sanity plays sleepover stream.
That'd be so fun. That would actually be so fun. 24-hour sleepover stream, but we're asleep during all of it. Can you like legally get your like self-induced into a medical coma just to see what would happen? Or
Yeah, absolutely, especially for Twitch.
Oh, okay, that's good. As
People
long as
keep,
they're
like,
okay with it.
People keep commenting that it's like, oh, I love watching your guys' streams. I fall asleep to them, and it's like, how do you fall asleep to our streams?
Do you not
it's
watch
like,
any of them with Candy?
yeah, even just with us, if we see like a little like worm, we'll start screaming because if it's cute, you know? Like if we see a little fuzzy caterpillar,
That's true.
we'll start yelling at the top of our lungs because there's a small fuzzy caterpillar in our game. I opened a Signature Select Wild Cherry flavored sparkling water beverage, caffeine free.
Good that it's caffeine free. Do you know that some of those aren't?
I did not know that, and I had no idea it was caffeine free before I opened it.
So when I was in college, I would go to Walmart and they had like liter bottles of carbonated flavor water that's 0 calories. For 25 cents a piece. And it was for like a liter. I felt like I was in the Wild West with my like big fat nickel that I would just plop on the dirty counter to get like my spittoon.
Yeah, their yucky counter.
Oslo, thank you for letting us know that you're making huevos rancheros and we'll be frying eggs and tortillas. That will be reminded when you return. No, you have liquid. You have 0 calorie drink. That's all you need. You have socks.
I'm not gonna eat my socks.
Bart. So
Bart.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I would get all of those and I would drink those. And one of my friends was like, "Oh, is that the 0 caffeine one?" I'm like, they don't make like 0 calorie like sparkling. They don't make like caffeine LaCroix, but they do. Sometimes that shit just has like full amounts of caffeine in them. It's unexplained, which is also crazy because like the artificial sweeteners that I would go in there, those would juice me up. I would feel crazy. It would put like vitamin B12.
Why would you put caffeine in like flavored water? If you're a pervert drinking flavored water like me, you're specifically avoiding soda at certain points of the day because it's like I don't want all the drawbacks that come with soda, which is a besugared drink. And if you take out the sugar, add in different flavors, and then put in caffeine, that's just almost soda again. You're trying to trick me.
I agree with you. I think in a vacuum, in a perfect world where like caffeine is only works as long as in the world where I can control what's in my body at all times, and I can just I can exhale out any of the caffeine I don't want. I think that I would love to have caffeine in like almost everything. Because then I could have it like, ooh, like 10 minutes of caffeine, I'm all pepped up, done, out, it's done with me. And now it's not within me anymore. But I don't think we live in that world. I don't know if we'll ever live in a world like that.
There's characters that can do that in Amber Skies.
That can just exhale all of their like organs and stuff, like a weird puffer fish.
I mean, what I was saying was false, but what you just described is actually true.
So I made a joke that was correct about Amber Skies.
Yeah, you made it more correct than it was previous. Shout out to Amber Skies by CT Cryptotheism, little known author.
Little known underwater
fan
blogger.
Of the show.
Fan of the show.
Fan of the show, Cryptotheism.
I follow a couple people online who occasionally do like political stuff. and they'll talk about like politicians, like, and as you all know, friend of the show Joe Biden. They should just start saying fan of the show instead of friend of the show, because you don't want to say friend of the show like Donald Trump or whatever, but you have no way of proving that Donald Trump is not a fan of all these shows.
Fan of the show Donald Trump, who is incredibly parasocial to us. We do not respect him. We do not like him. We do not give him VIP in our communities, but he watches us anyway, folks. Yes, he does.
He donates like his first message is what's the minimum amount of bits I can donate to get my message on screen, and then he just does that for like 20 streams in a row. It's just all he does, and he's just trying bits that aren't even related to this. Like doing his best, it's not even close.
Just constantly trying to derail it, and it's beautiful in a way.
I have not read Amber Skies. I think I've read the first paragraph because I was like analyzing the first paragraph. And then
I mean, it's a killer opener.
Yeah, that's the boxcar full of corpses.
Yeah. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, it's a good opener. I haven't read it because I haven't like read. I don't read.
You don't read.
No, and I've started to listen. I've started to like kind of close my eyes to all stimuli and just begin to listen. And it's helped a little bit. I've listened, but then I'm listening and I'm like, oh, probably might be better if I was reading, but I'm not reading. Also, it's not good. But I think I've just been not listening to the right stuff.
What we have to do is next time we do like a charity drive or something, we have to get CT, because CT's iconic voice. We need to get one of the goals to be like a Amber Skies audiobook so you can finally play.
Oh, we should even just, well, something about CT that people don't know about is that CT is always around roughly for like 18 to 24 hours whenever there's like a 4-hour stream. They're here like 4 hours before and 4 hours after. So what I'm saying is that their battery is crazy high, and I think what they should do is whenever the rest of us take a break, because they're always saying they don't need one. They say they're like a social camel, and they store it all up in their large hump, and then they can just kind of keep going ad infinitum. We just have them like, we're like, all right, time for break, and they just start saying the next words from memory, eyes closed.
Oh, okay.
Face cam.
I mean, every good author can memorize every word from their book. So if they can't recite it from heart, are they a good author?
Fair point.
What next, woke media?
That actually reminds me of, I watched some video about fucking something, but it was about like the flat earther. It was some like big YouTube like documentary thing, but there was like flat earthers that like got like actual scientists to like quote unquote agree with their points or whatever. But then they like broke down the question that was asked, and it was like 4 paragraphs, and it started off with like, this guy says this, but there's like PhD or like doctor or whatever, this guy says this, and at the end he's like, how do you feel about his thoughts on the subject? And the guy was like, he's like, he didn't want to just like fuck over like a different doctor. Like, I'm sure he's astute in his observations or something. I forgot where I was going with that. What did I? That related? That was a Dan Olson video, yeah. Oh, about like, knowing all the words you said ever. I don't think I remember anything I've ever said.
No, the moment it's out of my mouth, it's gone from my mind too.
Right.
Oh, I have good news.
Oh.
We're lead buddies.
Oh, this is a topic, yes. I've of course got my chalice.
You've got your chalice, and I, unfortunately, no longer have my lead painted plates. As my mom says, looking at you, chat, my mom is mad at all of you. Because of that really good pineapple food pic I posted a few weeks ago.
My God, pineapple.
My good yummy pineapple I had, which was my excuse for being late to the stream, which in my defense, my parents made me pineapple and they wanted me to eat with them when I was recovering from surgery. So
go back to everything.
What?
Your parents made you pineapple?
Well, they didn't grow it themselves, but they
cut up a pineapple and that was dinner?
No, there were more ingredients. There were more ingredients.
There was a sloth at the zoo and it's your birthday, so you got a slice of pineapple?
There was chicken, there was hot dog, there was sausage maybe, there was rice. It was really yummy. It was a lot of different things, but pineapple was the sweet part of it. It was really yummy. Okay. Anyway, I ate everything on the plate and then took a picture of a single pineapple left over with some rice around it. And then I posted it to my video. I put it on screen for everyone to see so everyone could understand and relate as to why I was late because there was pineapple. And then I posted it to Tumblr because, it's a funny, yummy pic. Unfortunately, people start commenting, "Hey, aren't those the lead plates? Aren't those the lead plates?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're just having fun. They're just bouncing around." Well, unfortunately, a certain anonymous messenger skittered into my inbox with a actual link to a source, and it turns out, yes, those were lead painted plates. So we are in the process of getting rid of basically every single plate in the house because it turns out we have a whole bunch of them and they're all from the same lead company all around the same era.
Well, it's good that you're sort of announcing this on my stream because I won't criticize you for that. But I feel as though we have other people that we know that they might eat you. They might eat you alive. It's also funny that pineapple was the nucleation point here because anything acidic really fucks with the lead like crazy, which is apparently why people thought that like tomatoes would kill you in like the olden ages, is because everyone was eating off of lead plates. And tomatoes would bring out the lead because they're acidic, so everyone would just get crazy lead poisoning. And I don't want to say they were right, but I'll give them that. If I always ate off a plate, and then I ate a new red fruit that didn't taste sweet, but instead tasted kind of sour, that I was told was the best fruit, and I was like, I don't know about it, and then I went insane and started feeling as if I was lead poisoned, I would also blame the fruit. I feel like they probably were pretty accurate on that one.
Question about tomatoes: is it still acidic when you turn it into like tomato sauce for like pastas?
Why wouldn't it be?
Sometimes when you change the properties of things, the properties change.
No, okay, so let's hold on. Let's move back a little bit. Do you mean like when you add other things to tomato, does it become less acidic? Or do you mean like if I juiced a tomato, it wouldn't be acidic anymore because it's liquid and not solid?
No, like if you turn a tomato as an ingredient, if you have tomato sauce, something called tomato sauce, right?
Okay, hold on. Something called tomato sauce. Is it the juice of a tomato, or did you create something else and add things to it?
I assume there's different ingredients in tomato sauce, like the sauce you put on a pasta.
Okay, yeah, there's other things.
Spaghetti.
There's other things in there. If there's a base in there, it'll neutralize the acid.
Okay, that was my question, and you leaped on me and said, "Oh, Jamie, you're so foolish. Of course a tomato is a tomato, and it can never change." And I'm asking, if it's changed, will it be changed?
I don't know. I don't think anyone can know. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's.
I agree.
I don't think that's like information we've got access to yet. We got to ask Xenorb and the Trendoxins about their opinion on everything.
Dude, they're making the backrooms for kids now.
Finally. I'm always saying that. One of the guys that I watch does a whole bunch of bits with those guys, just like seeing those guys, and it just makes me. That's how I figured out all the shit about not Poppy's play fuck. What's it fucking called? The little.
Not what it's called.
Is like fucking Orange Josh or whatever, Jumbo Josh.
Oh. Duh, fucking Garden of Banban.
Garden of Banban. He did a 24-hour stream, and I watched him play through all of the Banbans after he didn't sleep for like 36 hours, and it was really good. I was a big fan of the agony he was in.
What was it?
You?
Literally, I want to make a video game so bad, and CT's pointed out to me, what if we just made a dog shit game? And it's like, oh my god. What if we made Halo CE, but like Garden of Banban? What if we made the shittiest Halo game on Earth?
Well, speaking of dog shit games, I've actually happened to find a couple of those today, all of which have been released in the last week or so. That have between 0 and 5 reviews on the internet. Tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce is still acidic. Well, I think that kind of does make sense that they are still acidic, right? Because like I don't think you add bases to it, like, because bases in cooking are like milk. Okay. You're not adding like limestone and shit to your fucking. What other things are basic? Like
the main takeaway.
Yeah.
The main takeaway is that it's good that we caught this whole lead plate thing early in my life.
Mhm.
That way, I've only spent around half of it eating off of lead plates
Yeah.
instead of more than half.
Wait, how long do you think you're gonna live for?
I'm rounding down because of the lead plates.
You're rounding. Well, I don't think it kills you. It just makes you more aggressive, which is good. That
Aggressive?
you kind of have. Yeah, you have the demeanor of like a sad sloth. So it's good that you got the aggressive one and not like a killer.
I guess that's true.
It makes you dumb and aggressive. It turns you into like a werewolf kind of.
Then how do you even know if you got any lead in your stupid chalice? Because you're like a hamster.
Right.
You are a 12-foot tall hamster.
I don't think I was lead poisoned by the chalice. I think there were many other things that have happened to me in my life, but I don't think I was lead poisoned insanely by the chalice. So the thing about the chalice and about lead in general is that apparently just bioaccumulates, and there's no, like, you can't. It's like microplastics. They just get in your body and you can't get rid of them. But microplastics are different. They both cross the blood-brain barrier. But with microplastics, if they're just in your blood and they're just like always floating around, if you give blood, they go away. With lead, I don't know how it works. I believe it just sits in your brain because it likes it the most up there, and then it doesn't ever leave that, which is why unleaded gasoline was a crime, because
Right.
the fact that we all should have as much lead as we want. What if it was golden gasoline instead of leaded gasoline? There was little gold flakes, and then there were people that are like, "You don't understand. I want as much gold in my body as I can get. I want to be God. I want to be God."
And what if gold was healthy in this world? What if it was good?
Now, you at one point did say something along the lines of, I talked about lead, and you said, "Is it still lead? Why isn't it gold yet?" I think that was along the lines of one of the things that you said. If not that, you were like, doesn't gold turn into lead eventually? Doesn't it like stop being gold and it becomes lead? Or you had like a gold thing and you were like, well, when does it become lead? Because you can transmute lead into gold, but you need a nuclear reaction. And I remember,
yeah, that sounds like something I'd say.
I remember that from what's the Yankee in King Arthur's Court? You ever read that book?
No, and I wasn't in that either, so I don't know why I reminded you of it.
It reminds me of it because he was there the whole time. What's crazy is that so imagine this, right? You're a Yankee and you find yourself in King Arthur's Court, and
Jesus, it's so scary.
It gets.
It gets.
But like, there's no wizards and there's no spells.
Oh, well, it sucks shit.
You're apparently a scientist, and you're like using the best you have with like the knowledge that you have. So I read this book when I was in maybe second grade, and I became, you know, like when you were younger, you had just sort of like waking nightmares and fears that like, I'm just walking down the street, this is gonna happen to me. Of course, we have quicksand. Of course, we have planes gonna crash into me while I'm walking.
Yeah.
We've got like cobra could be hiding in ground. Big spider could pounce on me.
When you're like 6 years old to 15 years old, every day is Final Destination.
Do you remember like the day you found out about death? Well, I don't remember the specific day, but I remember like learning that things could die, and then after that I just like didn't realize like how it happened, because I was like, oh my god, wait, like little creatures and things can like, oh my, what if I die? And like I remember, I think someone was like, yeah, you know, everyone dies eventually. I'm like, fuck, what? I can't do anything about it. Like, imagine if you're like a little worm and someone steps on you. Can't do anything about that. Is that what death always is? I don't know if I can prevent it. I'm fucking 3 years old, man. I can't handle any of this shit.
I think I remember watching my dad play Halo CE and being like, "Oh, why did they stop moving?" And my dad was like, well, they're dead now." And I was like, "Oh, cool."
I never.
And that was like, for a while, that was it. But I distinctly remember, like, I have this, this is a fun one. I don't think I've ever, told this particular anecdote on any stream. But I have some shitty neighbors in real life.
Yeah.
I have some, how do I put this? They're not rich, but they're more well off than us. So, my neighbor, she's nice now or whatever, but when she was younger, around my age, and we were like playing outdoors, she was a little bit of a dipshit and an asshole. I'm trying to think of a good pseudonym. Sanity, name a random name that a woman has.
Stranglox.
Okay, so Stranglox comes over a lot, and she's a very jealous person. Even though her family has more money than us, her parents.
You sound like you live in
well,
a fairy tale. You keep they're slightly richer than us, but they're a jealous person. When I come downstairs and I find them in my house, just touching all my things.
Hey, I'm gonna wear the glass slippers, and the prince is gonna find me because of a feet issue, and I'm gonna get to be the. I don't remember the rest of Cinderella.
Crazy that
Okay.
so much of Disney was about feet issues. I didn't like that. They gave Snow White. You heard in the. Did you hear about this in the new Snow White? They gave her an extra toe. They said.
And this is beauty now. All women have to look like this with the extra toe.
I could see any of those guys like seeing like a fucking Onion article where it's like Snow White has seventh toe, and he's like, we can't even have six. Six isn't enough for them. They want 7 toes. What were we talking? Oh, you had a story. I cut you off.
I had a story, but I wanna finish off your point. It's so difficult being critical of fucking like Disney properties right now, because you know what? The new Star Wars show, The Acolyte, probably is dog shit, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not joining the bandwagon because everybody shitting on it are the worst people imaginable. We need to go back to a time where we could shit on Disney properties without enlisting in the culture war against woke every time.
I have apathy and rage for the rat. But when like it's the enemy of my enemy thing where it's like, oh well, the rat's terrible, and it's like, yeah, for this reason, no other reason. There's other reasons that I don't enjoy the rat's company. I don't want him to be around all the time. I don't want to reference him that much. But I have to literally. Now.
But you have to reference the rat.
They make us
have to pay homage to the rat every time.
They say Charles Entertainment Cheese, that one from our childhood, we all love him. He wasn't enough. We need another rat. There must be a larger rat we must pay fealty to. When are they going to do a Game of Thrones style rat?
Oh, interesting. Like a Game of Thrones style rat?
Yeah.
I see how they make those podcasts now.
I literally said that thinking of the podcast, and then I was like, I wonder where you're gonna go with this, and you kept the exact same intonation, the perfect delivery of that. It's actually crazy. I heard they're doing. So did you hear about this? No. What? There's a new Game of Thrones style rat. Whoa, it's not what you think. He's got 2 swords, but there's a lot of blood. Oh no, don't worry, he kills the forces of evil. Oh, but he marries his sister. Oh no.
18 million views on TikTok.
The guys are like wearing like a bright pink hat that just has like 3 letters on it that aren't connected to each other in any like sense of the way. They just don't exist in this realm of existence. They're just ruined. What if those guys just had like they're sitting like the 2 random guys on TikTok and they're like, did you hear that the Super Mario might become entirely green by the year 2085? And the other guy is just wearing like bronze rune armor. And there's like a dark cloud forming behind him, and he's like, whoa.
It's not even like a recurring bit. It's not even consistent. It's like most of the time he's dressing normally, but every like 5 or 6 episodes he's just in some inane outfit, and there's like a bad energy.
He's not even like, whoa, he's just like glaring at him, like he's like clearly pissed at him, and he's just wearing his rune armor.
Like they had an argument right before the recording.
And he won't take off his rune armor.
Oh. Anyway, about Stranglox and the concept of death.
And the cursed rat.
So I remember not really caring that much about when things died, because I thought that was only something video game characters and the Nefarious Covenant could do when I was a baby. And then I remember I was outside and me and Stranglox were like, we were picking caterpillars off of leaves and like playing with them and having fun, and we were very gentle. I was very gentle because I love little creatures of the earth.
Of course.
And then so we're like, oh, let's make the caterpillars race. So we put a leaf out in front of them, and we put the caterpillars out right next to each other, and they start going towards the leaf, I guess, or they were just going forward. I have no idea. They're caterpillars. And my fucking idiot neighbor Stranglock starts like pointing at my caterpillar, saying like, "Oh, yours is losing. You have to push it to make it go faster." And she's like poking it, and I'm like, "Stop poking my caterpillar! Stop that! Stop fucking doing that!" And she goddamn squishes my caterpillar, and I'm
God.
so mad at her.
Why?
Cause she's an idiot.
Yeah.
And she's a asshole.
Like weak-willed. Like
she's weak-willed. She couldn't handle the fact that I wasn't competitive and just was happy with my caterpillar getting to the leaf eventually.
Mhm.
And I never forgave her, even to this day. I'm mad about it right now, thinking about it.
I'm mad about it for you.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I didn't know death was a bad thing until my caterpillar died.
Krakovi says, and you remember this? It appears to have affected them quite largely. I would be affected in the same way. I've had only a couple different caterpillar stories in my youth, but I think I remember basically all of them. I was once in the forest, and I found a very fuzzy caterpillar that I was like, this is going to be really soft, and I touched it, and my fingers swelled up. Because when they're fuzzy, that means they're full of poison, and that's a thing caterpillars can do. They don't fucking tell like half this shit to us during like anything. They're like, now the caterpillar turns into a butterfly, and I'm like, got it. This one will make your fingers red. They bleed from the inside, and they turn brown after a little bit. Why? No idea. Whatever. Let's move on. It's crazy. Same with butterflies. Did you ever have the time in your life where like someone was like, the life cycle of a butterfly, and you know when they get to being beautiful butterflies, most of them don't even have mouths because all they're supposed to do is reproduce and die, and it's like, oh, that's like Dante's Inferno. That's like the scariest thing I've heard in my entire life. If I told that to like the average person in -40 BCE, Jesus wouldn't be in the fucking picture. They would be making entirely everything else focused on the fact that there are animals that entirely transform and then stop being like alive just to breed. Like if they saw a salmon, the fact that it turns red and humpback and it just goes crazy for sex and dies, there would be podcasters. There would be
podcasters in the streets.
Did you ever see that one post about like not the entomology, I think it's the study of bugs, but the study of the word podcasting and where it came from? Because
no, I don't think I have.
Because
I probably have, but I don't remember anything in my life.
Like casting, obviously, it's like broadcasting, like radio waves and stuff like that. Pod also means something. I don't know. I don't know what it means. But on that post, on that post, it talked about how like pods used to be like not like seed pods, but it has to do with farming. But that to say, there probably would be a different word back then. They'd call them like salmon something, because or like salmon butterflies, like salmon flies, like butter salmon.
Salmon?
It used to be downloaded onto iPods. No, before that, it was something.
Before even the iPod?
Yeah, preceding the iPod. I think after Rome, but before the iPod. If you want to narrow it down.
That does narrow it down. All podcasters come from pods, much like the humble peas. That's beautiful.
Did you ever have to eat peas as a child?
Yeah, I liked peas. Oh, we're different now, and we don't like each other? Okay.
Literally me in like 3rd grade when I'm like talking with my friend I haven't seen all summer, and I'm like, hey, I'm into this now. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, oh, we're different now. Okay, nothing will happen again. Like we'll never smile again. We're just gonna,
I see. We are enemies now.
We're gonna continue. Did you ever have like crazy enemies during school, and then you saw them like at the supermarket, and you weren't their enemy anymore?
Oh my god,
This happened to me probably with like every single person I ever knew. Where like if I was in school and they were my enemy or whatever, like I obviously, if I had enemies, I was fucking 7 or whatever, I didn't care. I would just like let them do whatever. I wanted to read books. I got in trouble so much for reading books during class. And then the counselor at one point, some counselor or something, they were like, just let him read books. So they let me read books, and folks, it went well. I got what I wanted. I read the
Back-
entirety of
Back
like
when you could read.
like Pokemon. There's a game on like the Game Boy, not the the GameCube. It's like a Pokemon game on the GameCube. I know
The
everything
GameCube.
about. I've never played that game, but I know everything about it. What was I talking about? Children. So they're in they're in the grocery
So they're in a
store.
pod.
There's two. You're on a boat, and there's a child in a pod and a salmon, and the salmon's gonna get you, or the child's gonna put you in their pod. Which one do you touch first? Do you know
And
this
you can
reference?
only save one of them.
Do you know this reference? The Trump reference?
No.
The battery and the shark?
Oh my god, the battery and the shark. Oh my god. I love that. It's like he's okay.
He's at a political rally. Like,
The
imagine-
odds of him winning are not great if all he can talk about are how scared he is of sharks and how Hannibal Lecter was real, I guess. And it's funny in a way different reason than how he was technically funny back in 2016, because it's like the amount of power that Donnie has directly correlates with how funny he is, you know? It's like when he has the presidency, oh my god, I don't want to see Conan O'Brien do another Trump bit.
Yeah.
Come on. Change the channel. I don't want to see 20 different cartoon parodies of that guy.
A different dude doing
But
the
when
same
he's
voice.
not
I
president.
say as a dude doing the exact same voice whenever I talk about him.
The point is, the Trump voice is really funny whenever he's not the president.
Yes, whenever he's not actually like in immediate power. But like, just like I was like, I saw the whole thing and I'm like, imagine if like FDR was like this. Imagine if like during like World War fucking I, whoever was like, I don't even know who the president was back then. Fucking
Nobody
imagine
does.
Abraham Lincoln was like fucking like giving his like commencement speech and he's like, if you had an elephant rushing at you, would you run from the elephant into the jaws of a waiting tiger, or would you let yourself be crushed by the elephant? Woodrow Wilson?
I like that the only scenario that Abraham Lincoln can think of is an elephant or a tiger, because those were absolutely not problems that Abraham Lincoln had to deal with.
Do you think? Wait, do you think they had to deal with like the giant overhogs we have now?
Dude, hogs were probably bigger back then.
I can't believe that. I feel
No,
like
I can.
I feel like I sat through the history of the world and didn't know that hogs were a threat until that one dude said I needed assault rifle to blow them up. I need 80 shots into a hog's brain, and even that won't slow him down.
Dude is like the fucking like Helldivers 2 Bug Breach soundtrack starts playing as several thousand hogs swarm into this guy's yard, and it's all terribly real.
Like I don't think a single, because well, actually I say this back in like Roman times, well maybe the Romans had hogs, but maybe they just weren't in America. Maybe someone brought giant hogs to America. But like they have special like cross blades on a spear, so that if you stab a hog, it will keep itself from running up the spear to get you.
Yeah.
Because hogs are so full of rage, like single-mindedly, once they go feral and they're aggressive. Pigs and hogs obviously extremely smart and everything. They're wonderful little critters. But like when they want to get you, they can. I was another child story. I was in chess club once, and my the chess teacher, I don't know why he told us this story, but we were all like getting ready for chess club to start, and before every like chess club session, he would like tell us like a story like related to chess of some sort. Like he would tell us about like fucking who was the big chess boy. There was like a big Russian chess boy and a big like American chess boy. I don't fucking remember who the two were. Bobby something, and then like I don't know. There were two big chess boys. And he would tell stories of that. And then one time he was like, you should never go in a paddock with a bull hog, because they'll bite your Achilles tendon to make you fall, and then they immediately know to rush for the throat. And I was in
God.
first grade, and everyone was in first grade, and no one questioned that, but we all knew after that. Like that's the sort of information that should be in schools. Get the history books out of there, Now I know not to go in a hog pasture.
The fact that hogs know strategies is like terrifying to me because it's like that's like they just remember that from
Well,
that's built in
From
to
what
a
I
hog.
understand, they're
That's scary.
intuiting strategies. Like, because a hog,
Really?
something else crazy about a hog, they can't look up. Their necks and everything, they look like neutral or down. So you can lift a hog up and point it towards the sky, and they see God for a moment. But
Yeah.
but hogs can't look up, so they see like unless you're like far enough away, they're just seeing like your ankles and like your knees and everything. And then as soon as you hit the ground, they're just intuiting different ways to get you. Like they're just that smart. I don't know how they know it.
I mean, I assume it like okay, because animals are smart. Animals are always a lot smarter than we give them credit for because animals are always working off of limited information,
Well,
and
and
because of that limited information,
they're also
they
like they're also animals are not smart enough to realize that you can chill. Like if you've ever been around like a squirrel can just like be like in the middle of like the forest or something, and everything in the world has died. It's just this one squirrel. It is going to move in a way that assumes there is a sniper that knows its position, and then there are 70 other ninjas that are going to just appear that are also squirrels that are trying to assassinate it.
In the squirrel's defense, every animal that knows how to relax is a missile launcher, basically.
Capybara.
Humans can... Okay, capybara are the exception. Most, like 90% of animals that are capable of relaxing because a hawk isn't going to come get them. Humans can relax. We are not in danger of hawks at the moment. Cats can relax and are usually not in danger of hawks. Cats are so relaxed, they will relax in stupid places. Like, you've seen videos of cats on, like, subways, relaxing on the, like, subway terminal, and it's like, dude, what if a hawk wants to drive the subway?
Right.
You gotta move.
Like, not even, like, if there was an anti-cat, like an animal built to destroy a cat, I think every cat would die within a week. But like that just doesn't exist because I guess cats are fluffy and like nature hasn't found a way to get them. Can mantis shrimps relax? Because they are literal launchers.
I don't think like ocean animals. When they stand still, I don't think they're relaxing so much as they're just sort of like, this is the moment where I stop moving and look instead of move. And then if something comes near me, I blow it up with my mind.
That makes sense. I think you also see like a whole bunch of just like fish that are like just like chilling, and then they do a burst move and then they stop. That might be like, I'm just gonna get away from this guy and then I'll figure it out later. Or it might be like, I need to move. And nope, I forgot what I was doing. I need to move anymore. Streamer, read my previous comment. Animals can also relax because they're somewhere nothing can get them. Like lizards on a rock in the ocean. I mean...
No, but like, I feel like Sanity has a point. If a squirrel was completely safe in like the most beautiful forest, I think the squirrel would still be incredibly wired and unable to relax. I think there are some animals that are just like, they're going to go quicker because they are always in danger,
like
because they have anxiety.
Ants and bees always, like, no matter what, they're not like stressed, but they're on the job. They're on the clock.
Dude, there was a yellow jacket's nest like in my front yard underneath some old wood. It was like there were hundreds of the stupid things.
You see the stuff they're doing now with gasoline?
Putting yellow jackets in it?
Yeah. It like they get high off the fumes or something and they go crazy angry for a while, which is really funny because like there's a video online of a guy that's like, you can get a yellow jacket's nest, just put Evie, thank you. How was the stream? We're talking, what are we talking I'm talking about yellow jackets. So you can put gasoline in a cup, and if you raise the cup of gasoline towards the yellow jacket's nest, all of the gasoline will go into the yellow jacket's nest, and they'll all get sleepy. I have to imagine they're sleepy now. But before that, they get extremely angry. And so many people will like see the buzzing bees and be like, oh fuck, I don't want buzzing bees near my hand. And they'll remove the gasoline. And then you've got a whole bunch of high gasoline covered yellow jackets that can explode, that are just diving towards you, which is extremely funny. There's Ringo.
Ringo.
Oh, that makes sense. I understand why it's Ringo.
I don't know why it makes them angry and then sleepy.
Well, I don't
Okay,
know
maybe
either.
I guess
Is
maybe
it like alcohol? Like some
yeah, it
some
might be
people get like are
alcohol.
like
Yeah.
angry drunks and then they just fall asleep.
Maybe it's not anger, maybe it's just panic. They feel something weird happening and it's like, "Oh, what's happening? What's happening?" Well, I'm asleep now.
That actually would be me. If I was chilling at home and then I started like smelling something strange, I would go crazy, angry, and fall asleep.
That shit is like so scary to me. Sanity, did you watch Skinamarink?
No, I didn't. I'm also
Okay.
gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll chat about Skinamarink.
I'll talk to Chad about Skinamarink. Chat, I fucking love the movie Skinamarink. Scary movie, exactly my favorite type of fear, where it's like something collides with you and it's so genuinely incomprehensible that it can't understand you any more than you can understand it. Skinamarink and Annihilation have very similar themes of horror. Isn't Skinamarink the toilet meme? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love Skinamarink as a movie. Literally, they took the damn toilet away from them. So funny. It's so good. Okay. Your mileage will vary with the movie, but if you've liked any good or bad analog horror ever, Skinamarink is probably a movie you would enjoy. It's analog horror without the cheese and feature length. It is a ridiculous concept for a movie, and it's so much fun. I mean, if you like people being in anguish, I guess. Which isn't. I'm not saying I like that. I'm saying it's a scary movie. I'm not doing a good job. All I know about Skinamarink is the parody video where someone's voice tries to convince them to run into a wall painted like a tunnel. Yes, that's exactly Skinamarink, and it's really good. For both the fact that it's funny and the fact that it's scary.
Michael.
It can be two things. Hi.
Michael. That's in Skinamarink.
Michael.
Isn't it?
Michael. I'm the Skinamarink now.
That's one of those movies that you talk about a whole bunch, and I've never seen anyone else talk about it.
Yeah, listen, I get my list of movies that I like, and don't Evie, I didn't I didn't say that.
Pretty good though.
No, stop, no.
Well, you have 20 minutes before it's unpinned. If you wanna, you have to make a funnier comment between now and then. It's like the Pacer test, but for jokes.
Chat, quick! Everybody do a completely separate bit and make it all really funny.
Everyone highlight every message.
But basically my thesis with that entire thing was I really like what's it called? Horror where it's like something genuinely incomprehensible shows up and like doesn't understand you as much as you don't understand it. Because that's kind of the thing in Skinamarink. A lot of the movie in Skinamarink is just like the Skinamarink showing up and not knowing what it's fucking doing here, and then it learns that torture is fun.
See, oh, thank you, Evie. I feel like if I was in a situation where I was surrounded by things I didn't know, and like things that I didn't know, well, that's like the grocery store, right? Like you just like that's like going places. I wouldn't go to. I don't think I'd ever go to toilet. But I think I'm also different than the Skinamarink creature, aren't I?
You are different than the Skinamarink creature. That is true.
The Skinamarink.
The Skinamarink.
I think it has to be a different scenario for both me and it. I do like that in concept though, because like realizing that there's something new happening. I think everyone has their own different like reactions, not even to trauma, but just to sort of stimuli in general. And it's interesting, like The Thing is a good example of that. There's a short story that's like The Thing from the perspective of The Thing. That's like part of it's like, what are these weird meat creatures? They have electricity in there, and the other half is like, I wish they would stop lighting me on fire. They keep, it's so fucking cold here. They've shot me so much. I don't want to be on fire anymore. Which I feel like that would be me. I feel like I would have a situation where I would be like you know, to like the new humans that I'm going to, I would probably try just to like avoid them entirely and not. But then you're fleeting. Then they want to learn more information about you, and you're the one trying to fly the coop. Then they're gonna hunt you down. So truly, there's not really a good answer on how to be different. Society.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're damned if you're it.
Or the Thing.
Or the Thing. I forgot the it and the Thing. I got them mixed up in my head. Fuck it.
It's
Stupid
so-
clown.
It is so funny because it's like there can only ever be one thing that is it in media. If I make a new thing called it, it's it's the clown, right? It is the clown.
Yeah, it's like
It
it's
can't be anything.
wasted it for me, you know?
But like even in the It by Mr. the King, it is like a shapeshifter that can assume any position. But no, it's not. It's the scary clown. It's the man who said space doing a clown accent, and then it's the other man who looks kind of strange when he rolls his eyes. That's the only two things that it ever is. Like you can't ever make anything else in society called like the It, which I think would be a fun movie title or something. Can't do it anymore.
You can't because of Pennywise.
It apparently is a big spider, according to Lemonelio. I think that is correct. I think it's a giant spider, which is also stupid.
It's
shouldn't
it's
be
also stupid.
It shouldn't be a spider. It should be like energy ball.
Yeah, it's like okay. I get what like the whole it thing is. It's like, oh, it is taking the form of fears, so it does all this like body horror thing, and it takes the fear of, or it takes the form of a creepy clown because people are scared of creepy clowns, and I'm just not, you know.
Right.
I've never been scared of creepy clowns. Like, okay, if I'm in a haunted house or like one of those Fear Fest places and there's like a dude walking around in a creepy clown mask, I am scared because that's a big dude glowering at me in a mask. If he was in the Punisher mask, I would be equally as scared. It is not the fact that he is a creepy clown that is scaring me. It is the fact that there's a dude there, you know?
I was like 8 in Mexico around like Halloween Day of the Dead time, and there was a man who had a creepy clown mask on with blood that was hiding behind a wall that jumped out at the children to scare them. And even with that as a thing I experienced as a young child, I'm not afraid of clowns. Like, I don't get the whole, like, but there was a whole thing in, like, 2016 where they're like, people are walking around dressed like scary clowns, ooh, and it's like, okay, fine. Like if they were dressed as, like, firefighters and, like, had, like, fucking, like, giant, like, bloody clubs and, like, weird teeth, I would also be scared. Like, it's not the fact that they're clowns.
Yeah, literally. I'm scared because there's a dude with unknown intentions, not because it's a clown specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
And like and even to that point, why did anyone ever think clowns were funny? They're nothing. Like if I like when I was apparently like one of my siblings at one point had like a clown at like their birthday party, and we have like the home like movie of it, and there's not a single child smiling. And like the clown is doing her best in the video. She's like, "Ooh, look at the ooh," like, you know, doing like everything that a clown should. And the kids are kind of laughing because it's silly when an adult like makes a joke or something. But no one's happy that it's a clown. Like, why? I understand for like the 1400s when you have someone wearing poofy pants is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you in your life. You saw a cow fart once, and it's the pants. That's it. You're gonna die at 12. Like that's the average life of a 1400.
You're gonna die at the ripe old age of 12.
Yes, you'll have seen a berry once, and you won't have eaten it because you assumed God would hate you if you did, and then you die. That's like the average. Then I can understand a clown, or like a king is like, this person I've made dense, and it's like, okay, pervert, fine, whatever, sure, you get the clown.
Okay, jesters are a little bit different because they are basically like the personal stand-up comedians to a king, and I can completely understand why kings would routinely kill their jesters, maybe, or maybe they didn't.
I also kind of agree with that. Is that just what podcast guys are?
I think so. Like, you have a jester, right? This is sort of supposed to be your like witty guy who's supposed to like make fun of like the court going ons and stuff.
Society.
Imagine your jester like pokes fun at, like, I don't know, you're like the aging king, and the jester's like oh, the sun rose today because of God's grace, much like our liege's hairline. Ooh, and the entire court starts laughing, and you're just like, okay, man, you're dead. You dead.
I could totally I could see that being the case.
I can see it happening, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that ever happened, but it's something where like not only do I see it being the case, I could totally see the king also being like, "Oh, make some jokes at my expense." "Oh, no, trust me, get me good, roast me good. Oh, come on, get me." And he's like, "Oh, your feet are weird." He's like, "Oh, boiling oil. Boiling oil on him now."
Oh, pour the boiling oil on him.
Into the oil.
The oil for him.
That won't stand. I don't think there was ever a jester in Game of Thrones, now that I think of it. There's like a traveling like clown that's like part of Game of Thrones. And one of the fun things about Game of Thrones is that like the entirety of it is the entirety of Game of Thrones is like told like via like story. Like people are talking like about ACT. Have you all started playing the game yet? Are you still on the opening screen? Let me finish this clown story and then we'll look at what's going on here. So there's a guy, he's a clown. That's basically it, though. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the It.
Oh, the It! So why is it the It if it's just a fucking clown spider? It could have been so much, even like The Thing.
Okay,
like,
okay.
That's such a better title for it because it isn't fucking, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a slime mold. I don't care if it's like made of electricity. I don't care if it's a ghoul or a goblin or a gremlin or a gizmo. I just care that it's The Thing. Because it's a thing. It's all that matters. And like at the end of The Thing, when he's like, "Oh man, let's get out of here," and he's like, "Are you the thing?" "Oh man, I don't know. Maybe you're the thing." And then it ends. It doesn't matter who's the thing. Even if the thing could talk and be human, he wants to go home. He wants to go away. It's cold. Let him eat a burger.
I fucking love that idea of the thing, of like the thing itself wasn't even malicious, didn't even want to start eating people. It's just like it was like immediately shot at with flamethrowers. Or like, okay, I haven't watched The Thing in a long time, so I don't know who struck first, whether they unleashed the thing from the ice and it started thinging them.
The thing went to a whole bunch of dogs and it ate some of the dogs, and then the dog handler got the thing.
But my question is, like, who... Okay, if you are the dog, right? If you are the thing as the dog, right? And you have the intelligence of a dog at that point, and the guy is like, "Hey..." No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I don't know.
Sure.
I'm saying... No, CT, give me a second. If you are the thing, like, disguised as a dog, and you've inherited the intelligence of that dog, probably, plus something intelligence...
I like that's just your assumption.
I'm trying.
So if it
trying.
if the thing the thinged over like a stupid guy, it would be much worse at being the thing. But if it thinged over Albert Einstein, it could like fix a whole bunch of shit.
If the thing is a dog at the moment, and then the dog owner is like, "Hey, my dog, why are you acting so weird? What the fuck?
Like,
You've got tendrils now." And then you as the dog are like, "Oh fuck, I've been got. I have to thing this guy." You thing him, and then suddenly you're like, "Oh, holy shit. I have thoughts now. Oh shit, I can remember laws. Oh shit, I just killed a guy.
Oh god.
The others are gonna be furious. Oh shit, there's others." And then suddenly, you're having a bunch of new problems you've never had before. Yeah, if I went through several dogs and then learned about crime, I'd be like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have to kill everyone, huh?"
What if he was
Fuck.
gay? Didn't even know about it.
He didn't even know about killing until he accidentally did it.
Right, like what if he has like an identity crisis? He's like, "Oh my god, I'm a man, but like, what am I into?"
Literally everything in The Thing happens so quickly for The Thing that, like, of course you're gonna be terrified of, like, everyone in the base. You're The Thing! They're looking for you!
I feel like that interpretation makes The Thing so much more impressive, because The Thing then, like, somehow like socially navigates through like 30 different things where like he's in the room tied up as the thing with like 15 other people, and he has the cool just to be like, "Oh yeah, just test everyone, it's fine, yeah, you got it, sure." And then like they test you and they have a way to make sure that you are the thing, and you're like, "Well, fuck, now I gotta be ahead and skitter around. I don't know, I'll figure it out later." Reverb does bring up a point where it did pilot a spaceship, however it crashed the spaceship. It crashed the spaceship into not the sun. I believe I'm talking about the ice, Arctic Circle.
Probably not the sun, yeah.
Not the sun, no. There were Swedes involved, I believe. That explains
it.
That was the prequel because like the thing starts off with like 2 humans in a helicopter with a big sniper rifle trying to kill a dog, and
Right.
I'm pretty sure the Americans are there. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And like I think maybe the helicopter crashes or something, but they're like, "Oh man, they were trying to kill this dog. Better take it inside. Better fix it. Better do whatever we can with this dog. It won't be a problem for us or them, and they're gone forever."
Oh man, I'm so mad that they made a prequel to The Thing, because that probably implies like that The Thing was malicious. Y'all do not remember The Thing whatsoever. I
Fucking
need to
crucify
rewatch
us,
it.
okay?
Yeah.
I've never seen The
crucify us.
Thing. I
Put
only
us-
know about it from osmosis.
Put us up on a stick and poke us with spears until dead. I wanted to give The Thing a chance, okay?
CT, you're acting really much like The Thing here, trying to get all of us to turn on the rest of us. Basically, everything is like, there is a The Thing! There's a dog, and he kills everything, probably.
Maybe.
One of them
know.
accidentally blew up the helicopter with a thermite grenade? The Norwegians or The Thing? Well, I don't know.
Probably
I don't
not
know
The
who
Thing. I don't think they gave The Thing a thermite grenade.
Does he ever use a weapon? Is he just that cool? I don't think he ever uses a weapon. I think he literally just things people.
Huh.
And he doesn't ever do like the xenomorph like stick my like tentacle in your throat or anything. He literally just like things. Do we ever see someone get thinged? What does it mean?
Yeah, no, you see people get thinged, I'm pretty sure.
What does it look like? What does thinking look like? Sorry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what thinking looks like. Because the fact that I asked that question shows how good the thing is.
Right.
I know what the it's gonna do. It's gonna bite my throat because it's got like scary teeth. Whatever. I'll wear a throat guard. If I was against the it and I wore a full plate of armor, I wouldn't be threatened. It couldn't even drown me. It's not even Freddy Krueger. Like, it's just a guy. I don't care about him.
Here's the thing. If I was facing the it, you know, like Pennywise, right?
Mhm.
I shoot him in the head with a gun and he explodes. He's gone for, right? With the thing, it's like gooey, you know? You shoot the thing with a gun and it's like it's got holes in it and it's mad and it runs away and it unholes itself.
Yeah. Well, it has other like thing particles or something, whatever. Sure.
Yeah,
But
and that's why the flamethrower is good against it, because it's like you can't. You're gonna have to like shed all that burned stuff.
You can fix holes. You can't fix your flesh is gone because it's been burned.
Exactly. Yeah, you can fix holes. You can't fix like entropy.
Right. Like, because like if you put a stick in the fire, the stick burns up all gone. It's used as energy to turn into more fire. If I shoot the fire doesn't give a shit. The fire is still fine.
Yeah, I still maintain that I think a correct reading of the movie The Thing would be far more interesting if we didn't just assume that The Thing was evil. Like, yes, it does objectively evil things in the movie, but you don't... If they didn't make a prequel, which was a bad idea, don't make prequels to The Thing. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
It's more important that we don't know. I like the idea... Jim, what could you possibly mean by correct reading? I mean that we should think more about maybe The Thing didn't want to be eating people.
Right.
Maybe everybody was hitting it with sticks because it was scary, and so it was like, oh shit, I have to thing people. Yeah, God forbid woman do anything. God forbid woman do anything.
We don't even know what the Thing's situation was down there. Or up there, even.
God forbid.
But
it could have hid or explained itself.
Oh yeah.
If you encounter.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You land on an alien planet of Xeanorbs, right? And they all start fucking shooting at you all the time, right?
Not even making them You land on an alien planet of the Things. Because that's the analog here. It's the Things. They're all around the planet, and you've accidentally crashed into I guess the equivalent would be like a sand dune, and you come out, and there's just the Things everywhere, and it's boiling hot. And if you're out in the boiling hot, you're going to die forever. And there's the Things everywhere. Are you gonna start fucking talking to them in your stupid human language? They're the Things. They only communicate through like hand signals. They wiggle around, and that's a song to them. It's different. You can't communicate with them easily.
Yeah. Selcherry says we shouldn't assign human morality to an alien entity. What if the thing doesn't know what death is?
What if the thing had a really bad experience with the caterpillar one time, and their stupid fucking neighbor was there doing that the whole time? What if
the thing is just shy?
What if the thing was literally a baby, and it was like fucking Superman, and it got Kal-El'd into the fucking Arctic Circle, and it was like, go, you're the savior of our race, we're all going to die, just go somewhere into the world, you'll live. And he was a 1-year-old baby who didn't even know about eating yet. And it's like, it's in the frozen wastelands. It's probably hungry. Meow. Probably hungry. Is there an orange juice scene in that movie?
Is there an orange juice scene in that movie?
Yeah.
Why?
Why did you say it like that? I think, isn't that like a big thing in the movie, orange juice? Am I thinking of Alien?
Maybe? I don't know. I'm thinking of E.T. maybe.
I've never seen E.T. When I was a child, my a sibling watched both E.T. and Anaconda, which is the snakes on a plane movie, and they were permanently scarred by E.T. and didn't give a shit about Anaconda. So I was like, well, E.T.'s...
There's a really scary scene in E.T.
Does the thing happen?
No, when E.T.'s dying at one point, he's like all shriveled up and like...
He just looks like that, come on.
No, he's normally... No, he's normally all shriveled up and bad looking. But then there's a scene where he's dying. I don't know why. I guess the government's giving him too many COVID shots. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Why is E.T. dying in E.T.? What happened
I don't know. I don't give a shit. The E.T.'s captured by the government. The children have to get him back and fly him across the earth so he can phone home.
What?
But he's like really sick because he hasn't been home in a while or something. And he's like all pale and gross, and he's like...
That's normal, though. He looks pale and gross and bad normally.
I know. I'm saying he looks even more pale and grosser in this one specific scene.
Okay. I'll give you that, probably. That's probably the case.
Definitely the scene that freaked out your friend, because he's significantly more pale and gross.
But, like, they saw Yoda. Yoda's also pale and gross, and also, like... And feeble. Maybe it was, like, the fact that they were so feeble. Did they get shot?
It's like being scared of, like, something... It's because E.T. looks wrong in that one scene. The rest of the movie, you know what E.T. looks like. He's gross, he's a little bit off-putting, right? And then, in one scene of the movie, he looks even more gross and off-putting, and that's the scene.
I believe you. I find it so difficult to think that I could see a being that I recognize that is so gross that I develop a phobia of it. I don't know if that's a thing. Like, even Yoda. We see Yoda dying. He's greasy. Like, he's fucked up. It's okay. I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'm sure there's people out there who are scared of Yoda, though.
Oh, sure. Well, not after fucking Baby Yoda.
No, I'm pretty sure Baby Yoda would make that fear worse. Baby Yoda is a predator.
No, Baby Yoda's a baby predator. He's got, like, Baby Yoda's designed for, like, that whole thing about, like, the only reason why humans enjoy puppies and kittens is because their eyes are large, and they remind us of having children, so we're predisposed to help them out. That whole thing. Baby Yoda is that. It's like an anime person with their giant eyes. It's that. Like, we're genetically predisposed really to love them.
It's just chibi. It's like,
right.
It's like, why are your eyes so big?
Well, and their jaws are small. I think it's because, like, look at, like, that iconic phrase, look at me with my big wet eyes, or whatever the fuck. It's like, boink, boink, like that, giant big wet, you did it, giant big wet eyes. It says so much about, like, I guess, biology, that things that view and can't bite us, that is what we love the most.
I think it would be really funny in, like, season 4 of The Mandalorian. It's just revealed that Baby Yoda wasn't the thing the whole time. It just crawls away.
Well, I like the concept that, like, there's, like, a flashback that's, like, clearly shot afterwards of, like, episode 1, where, like, Baby Yoda dies and, like, a different creature gets in there. It just looks like Baby Yoda instead, and that's just, like, how it ends. Like, the entire Mandalorian ends with, like, that reveal. Fucking Qui-Gon Jinn's there.
He's watching us because he gives it a thumbs up.
he ushered it along. Qui-Gon. Ah!
Hour. It is time to play the video game.
Hey, CT, how's it going? Oh, they're gone.
ICT.
What's it talking about?
We were talking about Baby Yoda. And it would be awesome if Baby Yoda was a thing instead of an it.
I guess. I want to come back to this. This is important.
I also have to say, normally, right?
Hmm?
Normally, I'm not a person who's like, oh, they should end this character in an edgy way because it would be badass or something. I do think turning Baby Yoda into the thing at the very end would be a really good ending, because then I'd never have to see Baby Yoda on any marketing ever again. It would just bring the marketing machine to a halt. If like Midwestern suburban moms knew that their precious Baby Yoda was a critter the whole time, they would be.
There are so
they would
many
be
like
distraught.
movies where that's the case, like TV shows and shit, where like in the final scene, or whatever, like the character like loses an arm or whatever. Sure, they're like their form is changed, and then after it's done, then you can't like sell merch of them with their arm, right? Because that means you haven't seen the whole thing, and you're not like getting a thing of like the finished character. You're just like memorializing a point in time before the character was done with their growth and everything, right?
Mm-hmm,
So if you do make Baby Yoda like a spider creature with like 17 different limbs and just like covered in suckers, like maybe like a what's like a mixture between like vibrant pink and like light brown, like that sort of like amalgam, and they're like swirls on them. What are other bad things that Baby Yoda could look like? Like what? So because like big eyes and small mouth, I guess you could give them only teeth. Like their jaw is gone, and their chest is just more teeth.
Okay, so sort of like a bloodborne Baby Yoda.
Oh, that is kind of Bloodborne.
No, I like that. I think it also works because it's distinctly not something you see in Star Wars a lot, so I think it's funny.
There should be. I'm thinking of what you do see in Star Wars a whole bunch. What do you see? What do you see in Star Wars?
The Minox, they flap around and they have sucker
What the fuck
mouths.
is a Minox?
How do you not know what a Minox is?
Minox is
Come
what
on.
you said.
Yeah, Minox.
What does it look like?
It's like a big wet bat with a sucker leech face.
Oh, so it's like a fucking the thing from D&D. It's like a dirge.
What the fuck is a dirge?
Like a big wet bat with a big sucker thing. It sucks your blood
so
out.
it's like a Minox.
Who's on first? Minox on second.
You have to help me. I'm trapped in the time tunnel. Ah!
That's not even the first time they've done that this stream. Yet.
What, getting trapped in the time tunnel?
Well, yeah, we put them in there canonically.
Oh, right. So that we put them in there later, right?
Grand Sword Boyfriend, thank you very much. I do like that. Is you ever seen that in like fucking? They do that in what's the fucking Keanu Reeves movie where he's like young and stupid. You know what I'm talking about? His belly's out.
Death Wish.
No, what? Death Wish?
I was just guessing movie names.
Isn't Death Wish the fucking movie with the like insane guy who likes carrots?
I genuinely don't know. I was making up a movie name.
Oh, okay. Fucking what's the movie? He's fucking Bill and Ted. Thank you, Reaver.
Fun Egg.
No, it's not Fun. There should be a movie called Fun Egg. Now what's going? Have you ever seen Encino Man?
Nope.
I've escaped from the time tunnel. Sandy is wrong about movies. Ah!
I put them. Now they said I escaped because I put them in there. Now I put them in there. In the now. They have to
The
do
circle's complete. We did it. Hero.
What? Encino Man. Fuck. Encino Man is a movie where that guy who was in The Whale is a caveman who was trapped in, I think, tar? Like Ozzy the Tar Man? And he comes out and he has to be like a 90s kid. What was the movie called? You said Fun Egg? I feel like Fun Egg would be a version of that, but instead of Encino Man, it's a Fun Egg. They find like what would the Fun Egg be? Like white and polka dots? Like they find like a polka dot egg?
And they find like a beautiful polka dot egg, yeah.
What's the what's the fucking twist of Fun Egg? It's not fun? Like that can't be it. That can't be it. What's the twist?
I mean, okay, I assume, okay, Fun Egg, right? The egg is creating fun. It's like in the center of a big carnival, like an old timey.
The twist is like we're having too much fun. It's the egg. It's the egg is doing it to us.
It pans out, and the carnival is terrible. It's shit. It's bad. It's like greasy and yucky, and like all the people start screaming and running away once they realize the egg is too much fun.
Someone has just yelled, "Oh hey, Dot."
He's Brendan Fraser, that guy who was in The Whale.
Correct. Brendan Fraser is the. Thank you. That was.
That's a reference for Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he was in The Whale, I think.
He was also in The Mummy.
Okay, well he was in 2 things, I suppose.
He wasn't in Fun Egg.
It's Hollywood Darling.
Who's a darling?
Brendan
Funny.
Fraser. He was in George of the Jungle. He was also in George of the Jungle.
That makes sense. He was in George of the Jungle.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Who was in Tarzan then? Who the fuck? Oh, Tarzan was the animated one. George of the Jungle was the one where he was in like. He was in New York? Why was it called George of the Jungle? He was in New York, wasn't he?
George was the little
monkey?
orangutan,
Curious?
right?
Curious George.
Curious George.
You know,
I'm
he
thinking of Curious
didn't
George.
have a tail.
What?
Curious George does not have a tail.
What's George of the Jungle?
George of the Jungle is Brendan Fraser is a guy that is of the jungle when he's in New York.
That's a man.
Well, yeah, Brendan Fraser. He's in The Whale.
Right. No, he's in the jungle.
No,
And his name is George.
he's George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
So he's from the jungle? Why don't they call it George from the Jungle then?
I think of is just a shorter from.
They're both prepositions.
I don't know what that is.
So you can find out something's a preposition if you say like the thing and you say the plane flew blank the cloud. The plane flew of the cloud. The plane flew for the cloud. The plane flew around the cloud. That's how you can find if it's a preposition or not.
Oh. Is it working?
Is what working? My test? Yes, it works.
Am I finding out?
Well, give me a word. Give me a thing. I'll tell you if it's a preposition or not.
Soundtrack.
The plane flew soundtrack the cloud. No.
Not a preposition.
Correct,
Okay.
Yeah.
Near.
Yeah, the plane flew near the cloud, sure.
Ah, I got one!
Right, yes. And if this was a test, you'd be at 50% accuracy.
Ha, let's go. That's an F.
Which is also crazy, isn't it?
That's fucked up.
Right? So I don't know if this is the case everywhere, but at least where I was from, if it was 64% or lower, that's an F. I feel like
That's so fucked.
I feel like 50-50 odds for like I don't know. 50-50 odds for you being correct on something is not like an F. That's probably like it's literally average. If you give me 2 choices and I have a 50% chance, that's a C. I feel like an F is like 10% or lower.
Like, okay. My thing is like, if you want to do 50% is an F, you wait for fucking college to pull that shit, you know? 50% is an F is like, that's when you're doing your career. High school, you keep 50% as an F out of that. In high school, 70% should be a B, like at the very least, you know? Like, if I get 70% right, you should be clapping for me, you know? Don't even get me started on middle school. Jesus.
Middle school, I think, is like just sort of like the nexus of torment for the average existence of a person. I don't know a single person. I actually know a person who says they peaked in middle school, and I had to stop talking with them. I didn't even want to figure out if they were correct or not. I was just like, I'm so sorry. I can't help you, and I don't want to. I might be able to help you, actually. I really don't want to help you. Middle school. It's also, I don't know. I think it's just sort of the worst in general. I also think that like there's a whole bunch of like shit that like people like go through in their life and they're like, oh, you know, being a child, everything was great. And then you look back at like everything and you're like, oh no, it really wasn't. Like, I brought it up no less than 40 different times. If I was at work and I had to raise my hand and say, I would like to go to the bathroom, please. And I was even polite about it. And I was waiting till someone was done talking and they said, no, you can't go to the bathroom. I wouldn't be allowed to come back to work ever again because of the things I would do after that.
Yeah. Like, God, what was it? Oh my God. Whenever you'd have like an inconvenient lunchtime or whatever, and you'd like go to the restroom like before or after.
You're in the first lunch. It's time to eat your hamburger and drink milk. It's 10:30. You don't get
you
to
get nothing for the rest of the day.
You don't get to eat until 4 p.m. now. It's 10:30. Have fun with your 6-hour-long fast. Yep.
When you would get back to class and you'd have to go to the restroom and you'd be like, I have to go to the restroom, and it's like, oh, why didn't you do it during lunch? Because I was eating my damn food. I know that is such a common post across the internet, but it's fucking true.
Well, it's also like during, we should have gone during passing time. Everyone else is pissing during passing time. There's 75,000 people at this school. Everyone is pissing. There's a line outside the door. The bathroom is the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life. There is just like heat everywhere because there's 40 fucking bodies pressed together trying to pee in the 7 minutes of passing time. My next class is in space. I have to build a fucking rocket to get there. I don't have time to do anything.
Yeah, literally. And it's like, no matter what you say, it's an excuse, not a reason.
There was literally a time, this is not, Radio Free Dairy did ask to stop talking about year, and I will stop. I was in college, okay? I'm a big boy at this point. I am
Okay, right.
over
You can
the
do whatever
age
you
of
want.
18 probably, I forgot when, but I'm a big boy, kind of an adult. I literally, before class ends, 2 days before like a whole thing, I go up to one of my teachers and I'm like, hey, my next class is across the like across campus. I have to go up like a giant big hill and everything. Can I leave class like 5 minutes early, because I've been late to every one of the classes before. The professor's been fine about it, but I have a big test, and like those tests are very like low on time. And he's like, no, and I'm like, oh no, oh. I was like, well, I really kind of need it, and he's like, okay. Why'd you ask then if you knew I could have said no? And I'm like, I didn't think you would. I thought you were human. I thought if I was polite to you and was like, no, I didn't think that was the case. He's like, yeah, that'll be disrupting to the class and everyone's gonna want to leave. You just shouldn't come to the class. I'm like, okay, but like there's an attendance policy where if I skip the class, my grade goes down. Like, can I get like wiggle room there? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna leave 5 minutes early. Is there a penalty? He's like, no, I can't penalize you for it. I'm like, well, that's great. You've made an enemy now. Now I'm your enemy.
Yeah.
I'm literally your foe, and I'm diametrically opposed to you. I will not believe anything you have to teach me at all ever again about this class. Which, by the way, the class was a communications class.
Oh,
it was about how to work well with others.
Oh my god.
I was like, okay, whatever. And then, literally on the way out of one of the classes, I had fucking like tea in my hand, and I sipped and I went, because it was hot. And the guy looked at me and he's like, did you make your tea too hot? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, and walked away. And I'm like, did I get judged? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Why did you give a little snort? I don't know if the guy ever taught again. Like, I think he was like an adjunct professor or something. He might have been the devil. But like, he was also the type of person who was like, he was very like in himself about so many different things. So like we had an extra like a couple minutes in class, whatever. That's like one or two times or something like that. And there was like, he was like, okay, like, you know, like going through this whole thing. The thing was like, if you could say something to like everyone in the whole world, like what would you say? And someone asked him, and he was like, what would I say? Stop killing everyone. And everyone was like, oh. As if that was some sort of like big thing that his entire like, I think his like PhD thesis was on like murder and stuff, and he didn't elaborate. He was like, because like there's been some sort of reason, like people found if this is like frowned upon society, it's just not a fucking thing. Anyways, that guy, I occasionally will think about him, and I'm like, I wonder if I fucked up before that. I wonder if I did something, I missed something. You guys gotta stop killing each other in chat. There's like a war going on right now.
They're trying to hurt me.
They're
I don't
trying to
know
hurt
why
me,
me.
too. I don't know why you. You're a little innocent bystander. The Thing would do that, by the way.
The Thing would do that, yeah.
Well, the thing would do that if it was kind of drawn to it, if it needed to do.
Yeah, the thing would attack randomly in self-defense.
Oh, Ben Grimm, the Thing. I guess it's not the case.
It's always fascinating how like college professors are always either like the most wonderful, helpful teachers you have ever met, who literally change your perspective on education because they are like paid to do this, and also understand that like you're getting scammed kind of, because I went to a community college for my first round of college, right?
Mhm.
And I had some genuinely great like professors, and then I had this one math professor who was just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like almost the entire class like flunked one of his tests, and he was like, I'm really disappointed in you guys. And it's like, then why didn't you teach us the material correctly? Who is at fault here? We are college students. It's not like okay, with High school students, yeah, I can kind of see if you are a kind of a sucks teacher or you're boring, I can see people not engaging with your material. If you are a college teacher and people are flunking your math tests, you fucked up really bad.
Like, these are adults you're talking to. These are like real people, and you can just like talk to them if they have it. Like that also happened. There was, for my major, there were 3 teachers that taught the exact same class. I took the class. The guy that I took is the only guy who taught after like 10 a.m. So I fucking took it for like almost everything. But the average in his class, the average in the 2 classes were 87 and a 90. The average in his class was like a 65. So like the average person was basically failing, because 64% was failing, and it was a major class, so you needed at least a 70%, a C, to like move on with the class. And he would be like, yeah, you know, they're not teaching you the right material. Like it's so easy over there. Like, you know, guys are like actually learning the topics. And then we were like, we're clearly fucking not. Everyone's failing your tests because they're too hard, and we're like, no one's learning anything because the tests are insane right now. But then yes, I also had a math class that like I took algebra in college over like 2 semesters for no reason. I already had the credit for algebra, but I needed to take it. I already like knew the content, but I wanted to like kind of like chill and kind of move on. And thank you. Over time, like the professor that was there, one day I walked in to an hour and 15-minute long class, an hour and 10 minutes late, because I didn't know. I thought it was the other day, and I got there at the wrong time, and I just like walked in, and he was like, "Oh, hey, you're late," and I'm like, "You guys are all early. Why are you guys here so early?" And he was like, "Oh, ha ha ha," and I'm like, "Can I have the attendance sheet?" And he was like, yeah, I guess so. And he like handed it to me, and I like signed it and sat down. And then after a couple minutes, he was like, "All right, and here's your homework." And then I was like, "That's a good bit," and he was like, "Uh-huh." And then everyone left, and I'm like, the like opposite day? He's like, "It's Tuesday." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god, it's not Wednesday." I'm an hour and 10 minutes late. He's like, "Yeah, but you're good because that was pretty funny." And I've got a really good story from now on.
Okay,
and now there's
plus
less skeletons here than there were an hour ago. Well, speaking of skeletons, Jamie, you want to play some Skeleton Hell?
Ooh, what's Skeleton Hell?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. I gotta host a multiplayer game.
Okay. I have to go find my game.
Oop. I just heard clattering noises. Can
no.
I add you to the... Can I invite you?
Game, just wait! Just wait!
Just wait for what? Don't play the game? Okay, let's back out.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know.
I guess we can't play?
I don't know if CT was wanted to join or something. Oh, we'll give them a couple seconds to see if they want to like have any specific things they want to add to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you wanted to download game.
Well, it's a quick game to download. I think so. Of the 4 different games that I got for tonight, like none of them are more than like I think 1 or 2 gig. Pretty sure. So I could be wrong.
1 or 2 giggles.
It's so insane. Oh, I missed 3 meows. It's so insane that okay, so one of the concepts for like this stream and also the last stream too, which were like I'm gonna find like games that are even like going back to like Bigfoot, that Bigfoot stream that was fucking hilarious, is like there's so much stuff on Steam that people like obviously will never like see because it's not very good, but I don't like video games in general. Like I'm not a fan of playing video games. I don't think I like things. Like I'm not. I'm not a fan of.
You don't like books.
I don't really read that much. TV shows
games
are a waste of time. Board games are like maybe if you're with a whole bunch of friends and you're drunk or something, you can like make fun of a board game, sure. But like
you're literally a D&D player.
Well, that's different because first of all, D&D is bad. Second of all, I don't really play D&D. I've been DMing D&D for 9 years. And hold on. Real quick to address this, Sandy has the hater soul sad. I don't have the hater soul because I want to enjoy everything. I come into everything I ever like look at. I have an open heart and I speak with people who love the thing and I will smile and grin and be like, you know what? I'm going to give this an honest try. And then I try it and it sucks. And it's not my fault it sucks. It's not the game's fault. It's not for me. All these things are subjective, right? like there's
Meow, meow, meow.
Thank you. Like Sea of Thieves, obviously extremely fun with friends. There are few things that like with a whole bunch of like a whole group of friends, I can always just like do something and grin with them and smile and have a wonderful time with them. There's so few things that are like, I don't know, just like fun by themselves. There's also good games. The Beginner's Guide is a great game. There are like single player games you can play and enjoy that will like shape you and change you. BoJack Horseman is something I will never watch again because like it like fundamentally changed a whole bunch of like the way I viewed like the world and a whole bunch of other stuff. But like it also isn't funny. Like it wasn't, I didn't have a great time. I was like fundamentally changed and stuff. I was like, oh my God, so much stuff happened with it. Same with like all the bad YouTube videos I watch. Either they're slop and they're just on for noise, or it's like it's a review of a movie I won't watch, and I'll like watch the review of the movie that I'm not gonna watch anyways, and be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have watched it to begin with. Except for The Thing. I should watch The Thing at some point. I keep saying that's a really good one, and I've seen maybe 80 different analyses of the movie. I probably could quote you the entire movie. I've just never seen it before.
I keep hearing so much about this The Thing. We should watch this The Thing.
I don't think you need to. I think as long as you are like watching like movie guides and reviews of basically anything, you can commute. I was flamed about this for work for a couple different things, and just sort of in general. But like I was like, yeah, I'll never like, I don't watch most movies. I'll just watch reviews of the movies and like have the people I like talk about, like refer to the movie and talk about like themes and tropes and all that sort of shit. Because then you kind of get like the overall gist of the movie and you get like what it's trying to say. And if there's something that is so like beautiful that you need to see, you can like go watch the scene. But otherwise, God, there's so much in movies and in TV shows that is not, it is the art of filmmaking and it is beautiful, but I don't have time for it. I want to know the thing of it. I want to know of the thing. I want to be able to say the thing is beautiful. It's so cool if there's the thing. But I don't need. Sandy, can I stream Noita while you podcast? We're not podcasting, we're starting. We're about to play the game.
We're about to play a game.
Yeah. I also don't know what Noita is. Is that like a Dark Souls?
It's a really violent game that you can't show on Twitch.
It's the first Blood game. So speaking of death, did you ever like when you were a child, you like heard about Bloodsport like as a concept, like through like Mad Max or something?
Yeah, I thought Bloodsport was gonna be way cooler.
I also thought it was gonna be like
generic.
a thing. Like I was like, oh shit, I have to like worry about Bloodsport. I gotta be like scared about Bloodsport. Like that I might go somewhere and there's Bloodsport and I have to like make sure I'm okay with that. But it's just not the case. There just isn't really Bloodsport. I think I've mentioned this before too, but when I was a very young child and I found out about death, but not when it happened, I thought in every movie where someone died, like on screen died, like, you know, someone got stabbed and died, they actually killed the actor. Or like the actor got stabbed and they had to like see if they would make it out of that one. Which is why I was like, damn, like fucking Brad Pitt and who's the terrible religious guy?
Steven...
No, not Steven Universe. Short man who does his jump stunts.
Ben Shapiro.
Nope. It's a different... Tom Cruise, thank you. Him, I was like, oh my God, they shot him in the chest with like a shotgun. They probably used like a weaker shotgun, but they did shoot him in the chest. Like, I wonder how he's gonna make it out of this one, that rascally rabbit. And to the point I was like, why isn't every movie animated? Like, there's a whole bunch of bugs in this movie, and there's, like, crickets and everything, but no one dies. They're fake bugs, because bugs like that don't real. They're not existent. But in Gladiator, when the gladiator gets stabbed in the neck by, I'm assuming the Roman Emperor, haven't seen it, he dies for real. Like, I don't know. And then also, after that, before I figured out, like, how death worked, but after I've seen, like, Naruto, like that was that was like my big frame of reference for like combat and shit. I was like, okay, well, like a ninja can get stabbed in like the shoulder and be fine. He'll like wake up the next morning and be safe. But if he gets stabbed in the stomach or the heart, he could die, but not if he has the warrior spirit. Like maybe a whole bunch of people that like die and like war and stuff just like don't have the active warrior spirit. Like, yes.
Sanity, can I ask you a question?
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah.
What is the most recent movie that you've seen?
I'm not gonna get good responses if I say the movie and then my opinion on it. But I watched
Go ahead.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I was like, I don't know if I can finish this movie. It is not good enough.
I don't like your response
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
that.
I
I
know.
don't
Okay.
like your response
I
on
had
that.
to
is the
I had to
thing.
watch it, and then I just sort of like stopped it. I'm like, oh my fucking god. Oh
This
my god.
okay, chat. I need you to know something. This is a pattern with Sanity. He will see like some of the movies that I have like adored, and it's nothing against any of our favorite movies, chat. Okay, yeah, I'm with you on this. It is
I know.
just
I
because
understand how people could like the movie.
it is. No, hold on. It is because Sanity is bad at watching movies.
No,
We
I'm
don't
fine.
all have the skills to enjoy things.
I'm
It's fine.
I'm fine at watching.
I will
movies.
say, everything everywhere all at once can be acquired taste.
Well, no, I just like saw everything coming. Like there's no twists. Like you just keep watching the movie. And
It doesn't
you're
have
like,
to be. Not everything has to have twists.
Not a thing it needs.
But like a movie I shouldn't be able to like see the first like 30 minutes of the movie and be like, okay, this is probably going to happen. Like if there's
Well,
if
but
they're building
that-
to suspense and
that's-
tension, there's no
well,
suspense and tension if you know what's just going to happen.
Well, that's not. Well, there is suspense and tension, but like being able to predict what's happening doesn't make a movie bad. It just means like you're engaging with it on its own level.
Listen, I don't care about any of that shit. Okay, none of this shit matters. Okay, this is Sanity's podcast. We're here to listen to Sanity talk.
I'm trying to play a game here. This is not a podcast. We're
That's
about
a
to play
lie.
Skeleton
But
Hell.
Sanity,
Yeah.
Sanity. I just want you to do one thing.
Mhm.
Describe to us and the audience what happens in everything, everywhere, all at once. I just
Sure.
as best you remember it.
So-
As best you remember that movie.
So it like literally or like the themes.
Just as you no. Just the plot
The-
of the
the
movie
events-
as you
plot-
remember it.
The
main-
events of the movie.
The main character is I don't know her name, but it's like a husband and wife. They have a child, but that comes up later. They are in, I think, some sort of financial trouble, or they haven't been able to like file paperwork properly. They have a laundromat, I want to say. The husband is like
Yes, that's
like
correct.
handy and goes around and is like fixing the laundromat and stuff.
Don't you say anything. Just let
I'm not-
Sanity cook.
Okay.
They go, and Jamie Lee Curtis is the person who's like handling the communications. While all this is happening, the wife and the husband are like kind of not getting divorced or something, but like it's like a loveless marriage. The husband seems very nice. The wife seems kind of mean. She does have a daughter. And the daughter is like I think has like a girlfriend or something, or the daughter has like a queer like story going on with her. And the mother is very clearly disapproving because there's a grandpa, I think, who is coming into town who's conservative and older. And she's like, oh, don't do that, yada, yada, yada. Has very old-fashioned things about here. Obviously, she loves the daughter, but, like, it's not really the case. Sandy, who is divorcing who? Oh, is the husband divorcing her? That actually might be the case. Sorry, I'll get back to the story. Anyways, they're on, like, an elevator to go up, and all of a sudden the husband goes like, oh, whoa! And then he's, like, all of a sudden, he, like, hits something in his ear, and he is, like, now he's locked in. He's Mr. like, crazy moves. And he's like, I need you to do this. Blah, 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 blah. Here's all this
Okay.
stuff.
Hold
Do
on.
it.
One sec. One question.
Sure.
Did you see specifically that coming?
That he was Mr. Crazy.
No, that he get taken over.
No, that was, I mean, that wasn't a twist though. That's just kind of, I don't know, that's kind of just like part of the movie. Like,
Just let Sanity cook. Let Sanity cook.
okay, so then that happens, they go in, she's like looking at like the instructions for like how to live a different life or something, I want to say. Then eventually she makes the choice, she's like, yes, I actually want to do that, I want to take the risk or whatever. And during that, oh fuck, this is like, I think that around here is when I stopped watching the movie the first time. Something happens, the grandpa is around, and then like a big shift happens, and he has to go like crazy like attack mode, and he has like an earpiece that talks to people from like a different dimension or something that are helping him go crazy attack mode, and she is like the chosen one that can also go crazy attack mode without the earpiece. And then some shit happens, and plot progression happens. There's a big villain set up. It turns out the big villain is like the daughter, who there's like lore within the world, which I don't really care that much about. There's like lore within the world that's like if you can jump into parallel universes by like wiggling in specific ways and doing things that would lead you down a different path, but you get the benefits of a life not led yet. Okay, then a movie happens. There's more. I'm not done yet. You get the benefits of a life that you haven't led yet that happens in the future if you wiggle around right now, because you could have led that life in the future, and in the future, the past. Like that doesn't matter. That like the reason why they can do crazy stuff if they wiggle around doesn't matter to the plot of the movie. So that happens. Okay, I also want to say I watched this movie like 6 months ago. It's been time for me probably. That all happens.
I just really like how you keep describing it as wiggling around.
Well, they do a whole bunch of wiggling. There's a whole bunch of fights. There's like a scary scene where like he's like, "Oh, I'm a guy or whatever, but I'm gonna die, I think," and like all of his helpers die too for some reason. And then it turns out that like the big evil person turns out to be the daughter, because she is like crazy and locked in. She exists in a world like without time, so she is everywhere, everything all at once. She's the story. She's the main character of the story.
She's everything everywhere all at once.
I don't think
She's kind of everything everywhere all at once.
I don't think they say so much, but that's effectively the point. Is like she's around and she can do everything, and the mom is like, "Oh, you're scaring me. I don't want to change." And the daughter's like, "You have to accept that I'm gay in this universe because I love you and you love me, but I've everywhere all at once, and I've been driven mad by the power and everything." And then more movie plot happens and shit. Jamie Lee Curtis, she ends up like trying to kill Jamie Lee Curtis because she thought it was the evil person Jamie Lee Curtis's body, but it wasn't. So she just punched her for no reason. And then the police come. There's like also, I think there's like a luau at the fucking laundromat where she works at or something, because there's people at the end. She takes a hit off of Jamie Lee Curtis's vape, which was, I felt out of character, but it kind of makes sense. She then does like a whole tripping sequence through the entirety of all of the other like worlds in the universe, and there's one where she's married to Jamie Lee Curtis. There's one where fucking she has hot dog fingers and everyone's got hot dog fingers. Someone mentioned the ratatouille or whatever the fuck, because they fucked up the word ratatouille, and that's in there too. But the end of everything is like her and her daughter become like rocks and other things together, but they also experience everything everywhere all at once. And the story at the end is like, it's about communication. It's about like understanding the other through the self. It's about realizing that like things are very temporal. They can shift. And it all ends well. I don't know if the magic of the universe was ever explained away. I think it was. I think she could never jump again or something. And she learns an important lesson at the end. Why are you guys laughing at me? This is correct. There's fucking, what was I talking about? There's magic at the end of it. She learns to love her daughter and not to worry about anything. There's a bagel. I don't think anything else really matters. And I think they still get divorced. At the end of the movies, they just get divorced.
I love your version of this movie. Can I actually, Sanity?
Yeah.
Can I ask a very serious question?
Sure.
Oh shit.
What is the importance of wiggling to the plot?
If that's the stupid part. If you wiggle, you set. Hold on. If you wiggle and you like break your nose and you spit on the ground or whatever, it sets forth a path where in the future or in the past or something, you can jump to an alternate universe where you have specific abilities. And there's an entire like big plot. IRC, Sandy watched it multiple times. I saw it like one time. One time, split over 2 different sessions 6 months ago. But that's the stupid part, is like you can go and like, if you wiggled your nose and broke your legs, that means that's only something that someone would do, that it will like bring the fey lines of like this universe and the one where you're a martial artist close enough that you can.
Fey lines.
That's the D&D term. They're like the portals or the circles. They're close.
You have to break your legs to open the nearest fairy portal.
That's literally what the people in the fucking truck say, and they're like, everything all at once is gonna kill us.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. That's
But like, no, so I'm not done yet. So you have to do that because then that means that you can hop into the universe and gain the experiences of yourself in a world where this happens. There's a whole thing where like the mother character, there's a universe where she's like a famous actress. There's a famous, I think either her or her husband's like a tennis star or something, but they're both like famous actresses. And she's like, I just want to live in this universe where I'm a famous actress. And the important part is that you can't live in that universe where everything is good and happy. You have to live in the world that you live in currently. You have to deal with the bad things. Also, the grandpa was also logged in. Like, I don't know why that was the thing, but he was also fucking like, he was also a Fey jumper or whatever the fuck. I don't know if they have terminology for it.
Fey jumper?
Like, I don't know what the terminology is because they're alternate universes and stuff. But like, it's something.
Oh, you got it, dude.
Yeah, they were Fey jumpers.
Well, what's the fucking? Do they call them jumpers?
They
I'm
were
not
Fey
fucking
jumpers.
telling you. I am never telling you.
You got it right.
I'm not watching the movie fucking again. I watched it 75. Okay, let me see if Netflix will tell me how long ago I fucking watched this movie. I don't think it's a feature that Netflix has for me. It's not.
That's not a feature Netflix has.
Fucking damn it! Can I sort by things I've already seen before?
No, you are condemned to never knowing anything ever.
I watched Breaking
All at
Bad.
once.
Breaking Bad was good. I watched Better Call Saul. That was okay. I watched some of Game of Thrones, but I stopped when it got bad and just watched videos of it instead. Could not get through Blue Eyed Samurai. Watched the first 30 minutes, had to put it down. Dungeon
Blue Eye
Mesh.
Samurai's really good though.
Does it get better?
I haven't seen that one yet.
I watched the first like 30 minutes or something, and I was like, I gotta move
I-
on. Oh, you know
I'm a
what
lot-
doesn't get better?
I'm a lot worse about watching TV shows than I am about watching movies. I'll watch a movie any day, but like TV shows, I'm like, ugh, there's so much.
Well, there's a whole bunch of filler and like beautiful cinematography and camera work I don't fucking give a shit about. I want to know the plot and the themes. Tell me how I can better myself by seeing this movie.
The most recent, I think, TV
That
show
is an
that I watched.
insane way to consume media, my guy.
Well, it's true of some things. You can see some things and improve yourself, but you don't. I mean, obviously, you can. Look, I think you should leave. I didn't get funnier by watching. I had a little giggle time.
You didn't think I Think You Should Leave was funny?
No, I had a giggle time. It was funny, but I didn't improve myself as a person. They Clone Tyrone. I watched They Clone Tyrone like, I don't know, fucking 8 months ago, a decade ago or something. Also,
What?
not a great movie. That was fine. What else did I fucking
You
watch?
didn't improve yourself watching I Think You Should Leave?
I watched-
That's your
I watched
metric?
Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Cosmos, the fucking Sailor Moon movie. I was like, I need to see something new. So actually, I did watch this like 2 weeks ago. I watched 4 hours of Sailor Moon. And that was funny because nothing happens. Like, nothing happens throughout the entirety of it. And one person has a uterus blast attack. And it was kind of funny. But that's basically it. I watched all of Dungeon Mesh that was online.
You're an interesting critter, my guy.
Oh, there's a recently watched here. I watched almost all of Dark. God, that was fucking bad. I wish I didn't.
Dark
watch
is
that.
fucking awful. I
There
think we talked about this off stream. Dark is fucking dog shit.
oh my god! I watched the Super Mario's movie drunk with friends. I remember that, but like that wasn't like I don't know, visible. Like I wasn't paying attention to it.
What do you mean it wasn't visible?
I watched The Fall of the House of Usher, and that was almost good. That was almost really good.
Did you see the CGI chimp in Fall of the House
I
of
did
Usher?
see the CGI chimp in The Fall of the
So
House of
good!
Usher.
CGI chimp in the Fall of the House of Usher?
Yeah!
One of my
Somebody gets
favorite-
killed by a
Was there a-
CGI chimp. It's
Was
awesome.
there a chimp in the original? I don't remember.
I don't care. I don't know or
read it
care.
in high school. I don't remember.
The problem with The Fall of the House of Usher is that it's like if they gave it like 80% more budget, like a substantial improvement to everything in the show, and got like 10 better actors, it would be the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But
10 better actors. It's
But-
like the whole cast.
Do you
Well,
have any
like
suggestions?
there's like 4 actors that are really good, and the script is good like 12% of the time, not 80%. The script's really good
80%.
sometimes, but then you have
Your
this.
first guess was 80, and then you had to knock it down to 12.
The majority of the show is not bad. I really watched I watched all of the One Piece animated or live action thing. That was fucking fine. I watched
It is fine.
I watched Nimona. It was cute. I think Nimona was cute. I watched all
Nimona
of
is cute.
Arcane. It was not good.
I really love. This is a tangent. I really love the comic version of Nimona is actually one of my favorite comics, like of all time.
I could see that being the
No.
case.
The movie is fine.
What What the fuck is Demons? Oh, I've seen all of Black Mirror. It's okay. There's
Black Mirror
that.
fell off after season 2.
There's that one post that's like Black Mirror was
Black
at its
Mirror
best. When it was
annoys
like,
me.
crikey, what if someone got a picture of you sticking your willy
I-
in a hog's mouth? Like
don't-
that is Black Mirror. It's so good.
I don't like when British things are smug at me as an Irish person.
Oh, I watched the Pale Blue Eye, which is a movie with who is the guy? He is Batman. Who is he? I can't
Patterson.
No, the other fucking guy, main guy, Christian
George
Bale.
Clooney.
Christian Bale and who is this fucking pervert's name? The main character in something. Christian Bale is a man who is at a military college, who his entire thing, all he's trying to do is solve I want to say a murder or a suicide. I think it's a ritual murder where like organs are pulled out and shit. And he's like there and he's like investigating all the kids and he's got some really bad accent, or it might be his way he talks normally. I don't fucking know. But like it turns out like 3/4 of the way through it, that the like precocious boy that's like weird and trying his best to like act like he's normal is Edgar Allan Poe. And he's like, they like reveal it by he's like,
They brought him back
there's
for
like
this.
a raven, watch out, the raven. And it's like, oh, the E stands for Edgar. Your name is E. Poe Edgar Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. And it ends in the funniest way possible, where there's like, I think a literal witch that like is going to like kill everyone. But I think Edgar Allan Poe is so horny he passes out. Literally, he like doesn't have enough blood in his body or something. And he gets pale, and so the witch can't do her thing. I don't fucking recall the rest of this.
I do not believe you at whatsoever.
I
No,
believe
there
you.
is a witch. There's because the whole thing's about ritual. I'm 90% sure that's part of it.
There is no way whatever bullshit you're describing here ends with a witch getting so horny that she
No,
kills herself.
Edgar Allan Poe got so horny the witch couldn't kill him.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Okay, I think actually maybe it wasn't. I think.
Maybe.
Shut up. Shut up. There was. I'm 90% sure there was a witch, and she bewitched Edgar Allan Poe's penis or blood or something, and he got like super pale, and he was going to let her kill him, and then Christian Bale broke in, and Edgar Allan Poe was like, I can't let her bewitch my penis, and he like broke out. I actually don't think he was British.
Ringo.
That's what it was. No, Christian Bale
Ringo.
is a British actor that has a terrible American accent in the film. That's what it was. That's why I was thinking about that. Other thing I saw was,
if any of you can guess what the fuck Sanity is talking about, you win $20.
I already told you the movie title. Edgar Allan Poe's in it. You can Google it. It's on Netflix. I also watched.
I can post something. Is that the actual title?
No, it's called The Pale Blue Eye. Let me look at it. The Pale Blue Eye. Oh, Candy is fucking quiet as hell.
Candy, you are so tiny.
I'll turn myself up. No wonder you haven't been able to hear me. I
Candy's
should
a
be better
millimeter
now.
currently.
You
I
know
also
what?
watched
Now.
All Quiet on the Western Front, which I thought was good.
Stop!
Not
You
great.
haven't
but it
even
was
played a game yet. What are we
Oh,
doing?
In nearly 2 hours,
We-
they haven't played anything.
We were about to play a game and then
I was-
everyone got in here.
Yeah, I will say that's the case. Squid Game, terrible. Squid Game is like
Squid Game doesn't solve this problem.
Squid Game
You're
probably
lying
like
about the stream.
Squid Game
What's your
is
issue
probably
with,
one of
what's your
the
issue with Squid Game?
Squid Game is probably one of the worst things I've seen.
Okay,
Why are you ignoring me?
what was your issue with Squid Game?
Okay. There was a whole bunch of uncomfortable kind of racial stuff happening that I'm not going to talk about. Obviously, people know what I'm referring to when I say that. But other than that, I felt like a whole bunch. Again, the twists were not very twisty. Spoilers for Squid Game, something everyone saw 6 fucking years ago. When the grandpa is like, oh, I'm just an old sad grandpa. Oh no, you have to. You can have my coins if I can have a yogurt or something. And he's like, I'll take all your coins, old man. And he like kind of like wanders off. And you hear a gunshot. It's off screen. The guy's obviously fucking not dead. I think the concept is cute, but the fact that it's like children's game for blood sport, I mean, Eh.
Like,
The original
again-
Hunger Games was, I think, probably a better way to like tell the story. The fact that everyone's adults takes like
Well-
everyone chose to be
wait,
there.
oh,
The fact
are
that they
you-
fucking chose to be there and then like
Well,
immediately.
do you think that Squid Game was like an adaptation of the Hunger Games?
No, but it's a similar story. It's like it's blood sport for money.
Well, I guess so.
I guess not for money, but like and it's a commentary about greed. It's about money. Oh, don't worry, they all had the option to leave, but they wanted to stay in. People surely would do that after they saw the first, like, in the sunk cost fallacy. They wanted to cancel it, but then they brought everyone back in. Of course they would have. No, it's not very insightful. And a whole bunch of the games are kind of like also kind of won by luck. Like there's that whole puzzle where it's like just broken glass and you have to be lucky on the one you jump on or you die. I don't see how that's good. The subplot with like, oh fucking, what even was it? The brother? Or someone who like sneaks into Squid Games. It's like, why are you doing this? What else did I fucking see? Tiger King was not good either. The Umbrella Academy. Watch the first 2 seasons of that. Not a fan.
Tiger King was one of the things that like people watched like early in the pandemic, and they were so insane by like quarantine that they tricked themselves into thinking it was good.
Yeah. I will
Yeah.
say, of anything that I've like talked about, The Fall of the House of Usher is genuinely good. I think They Clone Tyrone was almost fun. It is almost fun is a good way to describe that. I've also seen both Glass Onion films, and folks, I am not a fan.
Knives Out is one of my personal favorites. I
Uh,
like a whodunit.
the,
I don't care if like I can see the killer coming. I like the setup. I like the character interactions.
That's also the stupid part. I'm like, okay, well, the second one, I think there was also a whole thing where like you literally cannot tell. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
feel like-
okay, why am I fucking
definitely.
following? a
I definitely
mystery?
think Glass Onion is lesser. Is the lesser of the two. I think Ryan Johnson tried to get a little too clever with it.
Yeah.
But I like that cast. I think it has a really stacked cast.
I'm a contrarian.
Edward Norton. I almost always like seeing him in things.
I thought the whole like thing at the beginning too, where it's like, oh, the like detective's here, and he actually just like figured everything out, and then like the blood spurt, cute, but not good. What are other fucking
Can I
things?
ask something really quick?
Oh, you're also quiet still. Yeah, what's up?
Why are you talking about movies? Why are we here? What's going on?
Hold
So
on.
I saw Shogun recently. That was good.
I've never heard of Shogun before. What? Hold on. Other
It's-
people say things that I might have seen before. I think I probably have opinions on them. Games,
Shogun,
too.
Shogun, it's an
Can
adaptation.
you answer my question?
This is a stream,
Please?
Candy. We're about to play Skeleton Hell, but there's a whole bunch
You're
of
not
games
about to! If that were true, you would have been doing it already! It's
Well,
been 2 hours!
We
We're about to
we
do it.
literally were in game, but we couldn't because CT was in the time tunnel, and then other things happened.
Yeah.
What
So
is the
see,
time
Shogun-
tunnel?
Shogun is an
You need to watch
adaptation
the
of
VOD.
a novel. And the novel's not good at all. It's like kind of racist. But
That's
the TV show is made by mostly like Japanese people. So it's a lot better. It's a really compelling drama about the end of the well, I can't remember the exact period, but it's like towards the start of the Tokugawa Shogun. It's like the main character is one of the main characters is based on Tokugawa.
Two other things I watched that were actually good: Midnight Mass on Netflix, legitimately really good. I have
been meaning to watch that.
I have no opinion on religion. Don't care about it. It hasn't really been a giant factor in the way I consume things. People that I know that are big into the big man upstairs and all the other stuff, they're a huge fan of it and the things it says about religion. I was able to watch and enjoy it without being that far into it. The
I
other thing,
hated Midnight Mass, man.
well, you have opinions on religion.
Oh.
You have, I'm
messages.
assuming some
Mixed
amount of opinion on
signals.
religion. I thought it was just it's a cute thing where like the twist I feel like I could have
C-
predicted and I didn't predict. Just why I
CT.
like it.
CT.
Also, no spoilers for it. No one saying no. CT was in it.
Okay, hold on. No, CT wasn't. CT was. You would probably know this more than Sanity. Was David Cornsweet in Midnight Mass?
I don't know. I don't know actor names.
David
Damn it.
Sweat. Mindhunter was good too. I thought Mindhunter was not great. Good enough to watch if you're into that sort of thing. What else?
I like the first season.
Hannibal. I couldn't finish Hannibal, the NBC Hannibal.
Hannibal. Like, I like Brian Fuller's other stuff a lot more. I love Pushing Daisies.
I think once you say that Hannibal, the show, is a comedy, and you view it as a comedy, it gets so much fucking.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh no!
No. It's not a comedy. It's not a comedy. It's Hideo Kojima writing a whodunit about vampires.
Like
Hannibal.
Brian Fuller is super good at like fun campy schlock.
I've never seen the vampire bit on that. I feel like that would
The
actually.
late
There's no
great Hannibal
vampires.
Lecter. He'd love to have
He'd
you
love to have you for dinner. He'd love to have you
Trump
for
say
dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, he keeps talking about the late great Hannibal Lecter. He'd love to have you
At a
for
rally,
dinner.
and it got cheers.
He said no. It wasn't just once.
I mean, I
He said
would
it over and over
I
again.
would cheer for that.
Sanity.
Yeah.
It's not entirely clear whether or not Trump knows that Hannibal Lecter is not a real person.
No, because no, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
he doesn't refer to him as fictional
No,
at
no,
all.
no. Well, there's two things because he every time he talks about it, he talks about Silence of the Lamb. Silence of the Lamb. You know, we love that movie. But then he keeps calling him the late great Hannibal Lecter.
That's because the actor died. He didn't. The other thing I watched. The other thing I watched was Peaky Blinders.
Anthony
which
Hopkins isn't dead.
I said he didn't. I don't know if Chad can only hear that, but he did. Peaky
You
Blinders.
totally said he died, dude. We
I
heard that.
said he died, and then under my breath I said he did. I guess you guys didn't hear that. Chat did.
He said it directly. I don't know how all y'all missed that except for me. He did say that.
Peaky Blinders, also, if you watch it at 10x speed as a comedy, hilarious. If you watch it and actually you're like, fucking god, this guy's so badass. Everything that's happening is so cool. You're an idiot.
James, I know you were looking forward to a good night of playing video games with your good friend Sanity, but I am obsessed with how Sanity consumes media.
No,
I've
yeah, we're about to play the game.
I recently got an extension that can let you up to 20x any video, and I have been getting so much mileage out of that.
How
Such a
are
you thing to say.
How are you retaining information
That's
at
the thing.
playtime speed?
There
We're
is
gonna
so-
be chipmunks.
Every video is a football game. You only need to watch the snap
How
and
do you
who goes
watch?
down
How
at
do
the
you
end.
watch Alvin and the
That's
Chipmunks?
not true at
Legit
all.
question.
Have I seen? I've seen.
Sanity watching Hannibal
A 30-minute show is like a 30-second TikTok to this guy. He's consuming media at levels never seen before.
I did listen when I listened to my 120 hours of my 6 audiobooks that I listened to that were 120 hours of audiobooks. I listened to the majority of them at 4x speed. Why?
What?
Not because not only do in TV shows do they the camera must dolly in. Ooh, it's beautiful. It's art. It's cinema. It looks awesome. I don't give a shit. I'm watching it for the character. I
You
understand
don't like
the main
establishing
character.
shots?
I don't. There's more than establishing shot. There's pregnant pauses before an actor delivers a line.
Unbelievable.
No
The
wonder
acting-
you don't like mise en scene?
It's no
He's on
wonder
vlog?
why you talk about movies like you've never seen a movie before.
No, I've
What?
seen every movie that is good that I have said I have seen. I've watched it at 1x.
No, you haven't. You've skimmed them like you have a book report in
No.
4th grade due tomorrow. You haven't absorbed them at all. Every time the camera pans on something that isn't a character spewing exposition, you tune out.
There's
The-
wax in your ear and there's cotton over it. If it's a good movie, it
I've
earns
been
my
listening
time.
better than you listen to anything.
Oh,
and
and-
it's been 2
And
hours.
when the movie is bad and it's just not deserving of my time, I grow irate. I
Your
say
time isn't
this
worth
this
anything,
is a-
apparently.
This is a bad movie, not worth my time. And
How would
listen,
you know?
folks,
You don't watch them.
I do not say don't watch these movies, folks. Don't watch them because they're bad. If I haven't seen them the way that they were intended to be seen,
You haven't seen
I
any
will
movies
just
since
say,
you were a child.
Oh,
most likely.
I like this theme. Oh, I like how this happened, how this all played out. That movie happens in this way. I see. If you liked it, more power to you. What I've been doing recently is rewatching movies that I'm recommended to me in YouTube Shorts in about 10-second audio clips.
Unbelievable.
Chat, do you understand why we're all secretly scared of him now?
This guy thinks the scenic route is a mistake! This guy
Whoa.
walks into a museum and goes, where's the explanation? This guy watches CinemaSins and goes, you're not digging enough! What the hell is wrong with you?
I've been watching rewatching through Django Unchained in that way. I've seen the scene where the main character shoots
No, hold on.
the fuck is
It's
this
not gonna
movie?
be any media.
I lost track. Are you saying you're watching Django Unchained through YouTube Shorts?
I'm rewatching it. I've seen Django
Through
Unchained
YouTube
normally.
Shorts.
And
Through
you
YouTube
know,
Shorts?
I watched Django Unchained as God intended on my fucking phone screen on an airplane while I was flying over the mid-Atlantic. Okay.
On 20x speed, right? On
No,
20x
on
speed.
normal speed with headphones in. I was locked in.
I don't believe you.
Into the fucking movie, and you know what? Django Unchained also not very good. The majority of movies, even like it's not very good, folks.
Are you saying the majority of movies are bad?
Yes.
Why do
I mean,
you
that
watch
that might
Red
be
Letter?
true, actually.
Folks, Red Letter Media is one of this guy's favorite series on YouTube to watch. So much so that he saves the special episodes for special occasions like a fine wine.
Wow,
How do you watch any of it? It's all about movies!
You just said one of the most beautiful things I do with hate in your heart. That is the fact that I squirrel away a video I'm so happy of to see and to smile of is
You're
God's
focusing on the
joy.
wrong thing because
you
you don't
have
want to acknowledge
nothing
the
but-
fact that you're doing something so contradictory.
No, I watched I watched Red Letter Media and other review things for movies that even at like the top level, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking watch this. Fucking
I mean, to be
Ant-Man and the
fair-
Wasp. I'm not
Holy-
watching
To be fair,
Ant-Man and the Wasp. But people at
Red
work
Letter,
might
Red
say
Letter Media.
Hmm?
Red Letter Media don't really get into like the craft of filmmaking very much.
They
I don't
do.
feel
they
like-
do a lot.
They do.
They do.
They talk about the craft or whatever. I don't care
It's
about
like a
that
good
shit.
40% of what they talk about.
But a whole bunch of the like other like if they go watch Ant-Man and the Wasp or whatever, they'll give a plot summary, and then I'll know enough about the movie where I can when someone at work fucking says, "Oh,
Is
did you see
that
this in
why
Ant-Man and the
you
Wasp?"
watch them? For the plot
No,
summary?
yeah.
Or something.
Yes, he
I'm
said.
not
He
gonna watch
said.
other
He said.
ones.
He said. He said this earlier. Yes.
Earlier in this conversation, Sanity said that he watches movies for personal growth reasons.
Some
What?
movies. There are some movies that you can watch for personal. There's some movies that are,
He complained.
some
He complained
movies are
about.
allowed
He
to be
complained
fun.
about not. He complained
James, start
about not
meowing.
achieving. He
you.
complained about not achieving
7
personal
more.
growth from watching. I think you should leave.
He
Well, I
has
think
an
you should leave
eating
as a fun
disorder
show.
from media. He has a media eating disorder.
What?
You're bulimic for media.
Don't think that's accurate.
You
I don't think
consume
I'm
it as
bulimic.
fast as you can and regurgitate it as quickly as possible so that none of it sticks with you.
No, this is the most important thing. I do not regurgitate it. When was the last time you guys heard, other than the people in the, I guess in the call here, I don't talk about movies and video games and stuff that I like view in my free time that much. I talk about other things that I do, like jump and run. Okay, that's the majority of stuff that I talk about is singing and
He does
dancing.
talk about jump and run.
You talk about you are the reason I know about the Game of Thrones horse killing the woman.
And you know what? It was really fucking funny that happened. And you know what?
Oh, absolutely.
Have not seen an episode of House of the Dragon, but I can
You
talk for hours
fucking
on it
bitch.
because there are so many hilarious fucking scenes in the
I
show
like
Do you-
that I have
Do you
seen
just go
from
on
other
our movie or our show and browse clips? Is that how you consume media?
Did
Because
you
I know
just-
you're not sitting down and
Did you
watching
just-
things.
Did you just imply there's a Reddit called r/show
Yeah.
that shows clips and TikTok
Yes.
feed from different TV?
Or
Yes.
slash
There
show.
probably is.
Isn't there literally like an Undertale quote that's like, I love going on the internet and complaining about video games I've never played?
Yes!
Like, that's you, dog.
That's from
but-
Super Paper Mario.
But
Yeah, oh my god, you're right.
but I don't complain. I
Yes, you do!
You do.
no.
You've been complaining about
You-
them the whole time!
Every fucking thing I complained about, I fucking watched through its entirety, not even 2x speeding. The only thing
Sanity, we know that's a lie because of the last 2 hours of conversation that we had.
some of the good things that I watch are not from 2x speeding. The bad things that I watch are 2x, 20x speeding.
How would you know?
12,000.
How would
How
you
would
even
you
know that they're
know?
bad or good if you aren't watching them?
I start watching it, and then it gets faster and faster the worse it So
You
and
don't
your opinion of what makes a
Terrible way to
movie
consume
worse
media.
is camera angles?
So-
That's
You don't-
your opinion of what makes a movie worse?
so like
You don't think the
Parasite
ridiculous chipmunk speed might be lowering the quality of what you're
Definition.
watching?
doesn't change the
the
themes.
definition of unreliable narrator.
I'm a
the
themes
definition.
vampire.
Lord.
I'm
When you say
digging
a movie
into
is
their
bad,
bloodline.
that means that there's art in it, I guess.
Okay, I want to draw a picture for you.
Sure.
Okay, imagine our good friend Sanity Plays Games sitting down for a delicious steak dinner, right? He's got his steak knife, he's got his fork, he's got a
I'm not putting
delicious
a steak in the fucking
porterhouse in front of him. He
Hey, can I have
slices
a
off a
steak dinner
little
too?
a corner, takes a bite, and he's like, "Oh, that's all right, but it could be better." And so he takes another one, and then he puts that bite into a blender, and then he chugs it like a shot glass, right? And he's like, "All right, that goes down a little easier." So he cuts up 2 more pieces and then puts those into the blender, and then faster and faster, the more and more steak dinner is blended into a delicious slurry that you just knock back like a college student who doesn't know what alcohol is
It's a
yet.
bad metaphor
And then
because
at
you
the end
would
of
do
it, he
that.
says that wasn't very good.
No, you were the only thing incorrect about that is that I did that on the first bite. I listened to 120 hours of audiobooks, and they were shit from like the fucking second book of the 6-book series. But I stuck with it because I was hoping it was going to get better. I will watch if it's a 3-hour movie. I will watch the first hour and 15 minutes at
Oh,
1
how
or
generous.
1.25 speed because I'm naturally fucking. I wanted to go a little faster, not a
Sanity.
little faster.
Can I ask
So,
you
so
something?
your default is 1.25
My
speed.
default is 1, and if I don't like it, it's 3.
And he decides that he doesn't like it when the camera takes too long to pan to a
Which
character
you wouldn't,
talking.
thank you. No,
you have
that's
a
just
French winemaker's ability, like complexity of experience for ignoring movies.
again. The movies and TV shows that I told you are the things that I've watched in the last like a decade. Everything else I just don't watch because it's not worth it.
I've also watched many things in the last decade, but I did it normally, like a normal person.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is this why you're always complaining that there's nothing to watch? Because
already
you put
watched
on
it.
something to watch and then you speed
gone.
through it as
It's
fast
fucking
as you can.
20, it's gone in 12 seconds. I move on to the next one.
There's nothing to eat. Yeah, because you just shredded an entire head of lettuce and put a funnel down your
And my
throat.
brain
That's
is
why there's
so
nothing to
hungry.
eat.
My brain is so
The
hungry
moment
for more
the
beans.
moment a
Because you're not
character-
feeding it!
Listen, I have seen so many movies at such a fast rate that I truly could speak. I know never seen Dune. I know Muad'Dib. Okay, I know about the Uruk-hai that are in Lord
I know
of the
more
Rings.
deep, folks.
I know
Little
I-
desert mouse.
They will know our ways as it's grown to them.
I call him Pesky Paul.
He must.
Sandy, I love the image that the moment you you turn on a movie and the moment you see something you don't like, you just put your thumb down like a Roman emperor. And you're like, gods, chipmunkify them. And suddenly the movie's like,
Not the moment. After a little, I give it like 3 strikes, and those strikes can happen in 3
You
seconds.
don't.
No,
or
no,
an
you
hour.
don't. You said an hour and 15 minutes.
You're giving
Which
yourself a
is
lot of
it?
credit.
I'm trying to think of other things. So listen, I won't say that my opinion on movies, film, content in general is the best.
Wait, this is the way you play games too. You did this with Portal 2.
Yeah, well, I did give myself a gun in Portal 2 because I didn't want to play Portal 2 anymore. It's
You
like, I
gave
thought-
yourself a gun and no clip to the ending.
Correct, because I wanted to end it. Because
You held down the ×3 button on a video game.
I don't like puzzles. I'm not a big puzzle guy.
We want to play the portal.
I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I can solve a puzzle if I want to. I don't need to. I don't need to solve
Clearly,
this puzzle.
you
I'm
can't.
done with it.
But the
Clearly,
entire
it's
game
too
is
much for your
puzzles.
brain. You gave up, Sanity. You didn't conquer it.
Incorrect. The game was beaten by me. I conquered it. GLaDOS
my
is
friend, I think it was beaten by your gun.
who created the gun? Who
Not you.
enabled the gun? Me. No, that is the case. I wasn't a huge fan of the playing.
If
Portal
I
2
showed
after a
Gabe
couple of
Newell
things,
your
I moved past
playthrough,
it.
I think he'd vomit. I think he'd vomit all of the lining on his stomach and die.
I think we.
Oh,
I think
that'd be
we should
sad.
do
Are
that.
you aware of how Sandy played through Portal?
His name is Sanity Plays Games, but he doesn't play games.
Incorrect. If I didn't play the games, I would have stopped playing Portal. I didn't. I finished playing all the way through 1 and 2.
No, you
and
didn't. You
the
did
Portal
not
story.
play all the way through.
You-
No, you played the
That
beginning and
does
the
not-
ending.
Oh,
That does not count.
Hmm.
You did not play all the way through. That is a lie.
That does not count.
You're
I'm sorry,
sounding
no.
mighty. The story is about the journey and not the end results over there. On
Yeah,
your
it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's true, you dipshit.
Dude, I think this rag is about to knock you off of your high horse and make you fall on your ground so that your horse lands on you in your stupid bronze armor, I think.
Listen, I'm not perfect. I've cheated at
I'm
games
starting to
before,
understand
yes.
why he didn't like everything everywhere all at once.
But you know what I've done before I
watched
cheated at
that
the game?
as
I
a normal
tried.
thing. Listen, someone in chat said I had a C+ understanding of the movie. That's good enough for me, alright? That means I understood the majority of the movie and I still didn't like it. So that's good enough. Mr. Rage, thank you.
I can tell you're serious, and that's what's amazing about this.
I stand by my media analysis.
He's defending himself.
But I don't need
This is not analysis! You're not analyzing anything! You're getting a synopsis and walking away!
I know all of
You're
the
not
themes.
performing any analysis at all!
I've got all the themes in my pocketbook, in my notebook. I got all of them written down. I the things that have changed me, I've let change me. The things that weren't worth changing me, I let them flow past me like a
You
river.
don't know what's worth changing you. That's the point. You ×3 past it.
Sanity's version of Romeo and Juliet is just a guy walking out on the stage and going, "Young love, am I right?" And then he shrugs all big.
And then he
falls
stabs
over.
himself.
Yeah, killing himself is a big part of that. You gotta have that in there too.
Oh,
No,
good
that's
job,
not
little buddy. You
necessary.
remembered that.
Yeah, Montague.
Oh, what's the insanity?
What is
You're
what is
like
the,
an
what is the
Elon
other
Musk
family?
post about
What is the other family?
Evangelion.
Sanity, what
Elon
is
Musk,
the other
you like
family?
Evangelion? Nerve!
Sanity,
Oh,
what is
well,
the other
that's it.
family in Romeo and Juliet?
Capulet.
Okay,
All
good
right,
job.
Well done.
Oh, I was right. I was fucking. I didn't know if I was right.
Oh
on
my
that
god, he didn't even know. You could have told him he was wrong and he
Okay.
wouldn't have known.
one. I'm taking some spears for Jame on this one because I can guarantee you they also didn't know.
What? No, I knew that one.
No, Shane
it's
would've
Montague
known
and
that.
Capulet. I knew that.
I said after I said defensively.
Insane. That's wild.
What are other Othello? I know of Othello.
You can't blame me for that one. I
Are
don't
we
know
just
anything about
naming?
Othello.
Are we just naming Shakespeare plays
What
now?
happens in that
Yeah,
poem that
Sanity
you quoted
tells
earlier?
No.
Othello.
I do not fucking recall anything from Othello. I only
Sandy,
know
Sandy,
the main
please-
character is
Please
from
tell me what
Song.
happens. Sandy, please tell me what happens in Macbeth.
Is that the one
I
where he's
was-
a prince?
No, that's Hamlet.
We're not telling you.
I don't know about Macbeth. Then.
You don't get a ×3 out of this one, buddy.
I don't know about Macbeth. I know about Altamont.
You know what?
Why are you asking
you know what? You know
Sandy
what?
about things that he doesn't
You know
know
what?
about?
You earlier in the stream, you referenced that Edgar Allan Poe poem.
No,
you know, that
a show.
character that you referenced?
Oh
The
yeah,
show.
the Raven.
The show.
Right,
I referenced
right.
the
What
show.
was that poem about,
Yeah,
buddy?
what's it?
The fucking poem wasn't in the show. Edgar Allan Poe didn't write it yet. It was the
I'm
show.
asking about the real one,
Yeah,
pal.
yeah.
A Telltale Heart or the other one, the Raven.
No, the Raven.
I
Again,
don't-
what?
I don't
Why
know.
are
It
you
wasn't in the
asking
show.
Sanity about things that he just
Because
hasn't
he
seen?
referenced it earlier.
No, it was in the
For
fucking
the
movie.
show that it was in. Who cares?
I'm on James' side here. We this isn't just
There's-
like this isn't sanity.
You're right,
gotcha
it is-
moment.
Playing in a
it is-
puddle when
is
the ocean is
tangential.
right next door.
Well, we could keep
James is
asking him what he knows about shows, but I feel like it's not going to solve anything, and he's just going to get more defensive, and we're going to get more upset and shocked. I feel like we've hit the ceiling with this.
Senya would absolutely use the remote from Click. I remember Click. Not a good movie, but I remember Click. Yeah,
You remember Click?
I remember Click.
Of course he does.
Do you
Yes,
remember
there
the
were-
themes of Click?
Yeah, you can't cheat your way to victory, but you literally can. So I'm
Good
not
job,
sure.
little
Not
buddy.
so sure.
Wow. So,
No,
the
that-
one thing
that
you did
actu-
watch in its full, you didn't
I
absorb.
like
I do
how
apologize.
that's the one. I like also that's the one thing that he's like giving a succinct and accurate answer about the themes of is Click.
I know about Click because I had to watch it as a child, so I couldn't fast forward through it.
That's why you know it, because you weren't able to fast forward it. See how that makes
Well,
a difference?
Also, things from your childhood you remember more than things from later on. The amount
That's
of
not true at all.
That's
That's
so-
not true.
that's
That's
so
the
true.
opposite.
The
That's
amount
the
of-
opposite of true. You
the
lose so
amount-
many memories from your childhood.
The amount of awesome things I do day to day is exponentially higher than when I was 7. When I was 7, again, we mentioned it before, when like being a 1400s, not fucking patriot, not pilgrim, what's the small boys? What do they call a peasant? Being a
What?
1400s peasant.
A window into sanity's thought process.
I'm gonna be sick.
We're the small boys. That's right. Like that's what got you over the finish line.
If you were a peasant from the 1400s and you saw a jester or a clown, you would say, "Oh my God, this is the funniest thing!" Literally, now let him wash it down with a drink of sweet wine after the donkey has eaten the figs. Right? That was the funniest shit. In today, I could
Sorry.
watch a fucking comedy special from 1970. I wouldn't smile once.
What?
You might.
Sanity, that's ancient Greece. You're about 2,000 years off the mark. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Well, I wasn't born yet, so you gotta cut me some slack.
I guess that's true. Sure.
That is kind of true.
How do you
What's
have a
logic?
degree? How do you have a degree in a job? How do you function as a human? How do you do
I'm
anything?
in STEM. I don't need anything. I don't need anything other. I don't need,
Okay.
I don't need media
Okay.
analysis.
Pieces are starting to come together for me.
You're the most himbo I have ever met.
No, I almost have a creative. I think I almost got a creative writing minor. I think I was one class off getting a creative writing. And a full, not philosophy, psychology minor. The other minor.
I still want to see the Sanity TV show. I want to see you finish that creative writing degree, and I need you to make a TV show, okay?
I need you to write a TV show,
About
Sanity.
about what?
I don't know what interests you.
Anything.
What do you want to
That's
make a
the fun
TV
thing
show
about
about?
writing, buddy. You get to
Yeah,
decide.
I don't want to. It's so fun. You can't. It's boring. I have all the thoughts in my head. I'll just talk them. I don't need to fucking
No,
write them down.
but no,
You
little
say
buddy.
to your writing friend,
The show doesn't have to
Listen,
be boring.
not to
'Cause
yuck
you get to
anyone
make
else's
it.
yums. It's boring to me. I don't. Creation is
then
fun.
why did you almost minor in it? You just bragged about that.
Almost.
Yeah,
I guess you got me there.
Checkmate
Sanity-
atheists.
Insert CinemaSins ding here.
Yeah, right before Sanity got that last class, he went, "Hang on, this is a bunch of bullshit."
Wait, this is boring.
No, I had to write in the style of Stephen King for both semesters. Oh no, it's just the second semester. And everything I wrote, I was like, it's not very good. But I was like, oh, that's kind of how Stephen King writes. That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say he kind of nailed that one, buddy.
Yeah. Honestly, that would be enough to make me give up writing, so that's fair.
No, I didn't finish the creative writing minor because just I didn't like the act of it, the act of writing.
Have you
wasn't a-
tried? Have you tried not writing in the style of Stephen King?
No, I've written in my own style ever since then. But it's not. I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. Wasn't a huge fan of writing. I like talking. Wonder why
That's
that
fair.
is.
It's not
Talking's fun.
for everyone.
Hmm.
And just like everything else, just the
All at
fact
once.
just like the story, the fact that I don't like writing and I don't enjoy writing that much doesn't mean people can't enjoy writing. Because again, I don't have the hater's heart. I just don't like things. It's fine if you enjoy things. It's just not for me. I enjoy other things.
Would you say that there is a creative pursuit that you do genuinely enjoy? I mean, other than like improv with friends.
Literally. What else is
'Cause, I
there?
mean,
Do you
Like,
have any other hobbies
Like,
creatively?
what else is there other than like writing
Holy
down
shit.
something to create something, or just
Sanity,
doing it on the
you
spot
are-
with friends?
Sanity, you're a smart guy. You're a clever critter. I'm sure you can name a second creative pursuit other than writing.
No. But what I mean is like in the act and creation of art, other than I guess like tangible creations of art, you either are planning for it, which is what I consider writing, is planning for something, or you're acting and doing it, which is like the act of improving. You're either doing it unplanned
What?
or planned.
What?
So
I
I don't
don't-
like planning.
oh,
I don't
the-
like writing, but I like doing. So, I
So-
guess I could get
so
into like
would-
woodworking or
There's
something. But not
so
really.
many. There
so
are
would-
so many spontaneous
Well, hang
creative
on, hang
outlets
on.
aside
Like-
from writing.
So would visual art fall into the category of planned art for you?
If you are building to something, if you're like, I want to have like these themes, I want to do this, I want to think through it beforehand, then yes, I want to create this picture. I would plan through it, then I would go through and create the picture. Not a fan of that. And then there's also like the opposite side of that is just like doodling. Yeah, skill says you can just draw shit for fun, sure, but without thinking of stuff like that. I just don't personally like drawing. Not even because I'm not really good at it. I just don't. It's not really like I don't know. Spatially, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Just
I-
don't have the brain for it.
Spatially?
Yeah, I don't really enjoy how things relate to each other in a space when I draw.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like how James
No,
can
I
only
get that.
conceptualize things as cubes rotating in 3D space. Like,
Hey,
Oh, that's what he means.
I'm rotating
Yeah.
you faster now.
Ooh. To the time cube
Oh.
with you.
God damn it! You scrambled him into a bunch of square-shaped pixels now.
Fuck. Time cube
We're gonna
real.
we're gonna have to decube them again.
Sandy should get into whittling. The problem with whittling with
No, I was gonna say
You
I
would
was
cut
gonna say
yourself so much.
I was gonna say whittling.
Oh, no, I'm
I was
not- I'm
actually
not-
gonna say whittling.
I'm not
Whittling is like a great hobby.
I was into whittling for a little bit. The thing is that like that is immutable improv. Like when if you have a
What?
bit that's going somewhere,
What?
you fucking
no, I understand. I understand this.
Right.
I understand what he's saying. Keep cooking.
I want to hear what he's saying. I want him to explain. Stop interrupting.
if you have a bit that's not going somewhere, you can drop it and move on to the next thing extremely easily. With whittling, woodworking, anything like that, you have a finite resource. You are using it up in the act of creation, and if you don't like it, then you have to go get more of that resource. I have to get a new stick. I have
Well-
to. I have
Oh,
to
you
sharpen-
want an
Well,
infinite hobby you don't have to think about with
But
no
there's so
consequences.
but there's so
Yeah.
many
You'd
but
love
there-
Play-Doh.
well,
Joking
but there's so
aside,
many sticks.
You would love Play-Doh. Holy shit!
I have slime.
Not the same,
Not a
but
fan.
Sanity Plays Games last words 2024.
No, I have. I've got slime. I've been through my Play-Doh phase. I will say Legos model creation. Detest them. I really, really hate that. And I know Jane loves them, which I do feel bad about.
There was such bile in your voice.
You were so mean
that was the
about it.
meanest I've ever heard you about anything.
Again, personally, I know Jane loves them, and I'm glad that they love. There is a VOD somewhere of Jane got me a beautiful. My God, I think they got me this, but a beautiful little Halo figurine. And it was literally like 4 parts to put together, and I have this must have been like a year ago or something. There's like a webcam of me holding
Oh,
the thing
yeah.
and trying to build it over the course of no joke an hour to snap like 3 parts in, and Jane is
literally
messaging me
was.
seconds, like every second there's a new message telling me how to do it, and it has not come together at all, and then it finally
Oh.
comes together, and then it falls over, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm done with the stream for today.
It's so
Like,
good.
that's-
It's
like,
so good.
Okay, but what about like painting miniatures or something? How do you feel about that as an
that
artistic
also
pursuit?
kind of feels like a chore, like because it's not to a point. Like I'm not doing it for like I'm not a huge fan of like having things. I don't like having like
It
little
makes
stuff
sense
around.
now. Why you like shitty non-consequential FPS games? It totally makes sense because that does not leave a permanent product. You don't have to think about that at all, and to you it doesn't feel like work because you're not using your brain. To you, anything that you have to actively use your brain for feels like work. Am I right? Am I on the right track?
In some
Which is why like
cases,
media
yeah.
consumption and analysis is so painful because you have to sit there and force your brain to hone in on it.
Well, I don't think I have to force I don't
No.
think I have to force my brain in for like media analysis and stuff like that. I think if I'm
From the
giving something
outside,
my
it seems like
attention,
that.
it has my attention, and I'm going to engage with it on not I guess it would be Ash
Not
Holis
its
just say
terms,
like
that's
a
for sure.
cerebral level, but like I'm going to look at it and like try to my best to understand what's going on, what they're trying to do, what everything's trying to say, all that sort of stuff.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's like you don't want to have to work for it. You want something to engage with you on it. You want something to engage with you on its own terms, right? Like not talk down to you, but you want something that's like that clicks, something that's well made on a level where it's like it just kind of clicks for you, and that's reasonable. I think most people want that out of art.
Yeah.
Now-
Yeah, you go.
Let me ask you: if you like gun to your head, if you had to pick a creative endeavor, what is there anything in particular that you're drawn to, or is it just like nothing, not writing, not painting, not nothing?
I mean, like, other than, man, I just love having a good time with my friends. I love chilling out and just like
Okay,
cracking a few
That's-
jokes and making
that's-
some yuck 'em ups. You know?
I don't think that necessarily counts as an artistic pursuit.
I think
No,
it does.
it does,
Have
it
you seen
does,
this
but it's
stream?
This is not hard. Move on.
like
no,
it's
but
it's
I
a creative
understand.
pursuit, but it's a performative pursuit. Like
Right.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
something
yeah,
more
yeah.
solitary and
Yeah,
cerebral.
Yeah.
Give me
I get
examples
what
of
you're
art.
saying.
Give me examples of art you can do.
Pennies.
Painting,
Did you
clay,
say pennies?
Knitting.
pottery.
Did you yell
Pain.
pennies?
Pain.
Did James yell pennies when I asked for different types of art you could do?
Well, Jane, did you?
Knitting, felting.
Literally just learn an
Yeah,
instrument.
Wait,
crochet.
hang on. James, did you actually say pennies?
I thought you could engrave them. I
Okay,
forgot you can only do those
Metalwork.
at penny
That's
presses.
a great example. Metalwork.
Metalwork is way worse
Yes.
than woodwork. You need to wear pants.
Why is
blacksmithing.
the
Yeah.
pants the deciding
Lest
factor
your
for
fucking
you?
creature get yoinked off by fire, man. Come on. You're gonna fucking metalwork with those
My
sparks?
creature.
Lest your creature get yoinked off by
So you're
fire,
okay
man.
with sawdust getting on your hog?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Water. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Water takes it off. It's probably chill.
In your hog, brother?
I
Stop
don't
talking
know.
about that. What about pens?
I
What
don't-
about pens and paper? You could play with pens and paper.
You sound desperate, James sounds like if they don't find something in the next 2 minutes, a bomb is going to go off.
Pens and paper, man. What do you think?
No, pens and paper is the same thing as like any sort of like drawing, creative art, stuff like that. It's something where like if you locked me in a room with pens and paper, I probably could amuse myself enough with them, but I wouldn't
What
seek
about
it out.
music? What about an instrument? Or even just like
There was
yeah.
a
a synth?
really long period of my life where I fucking hated music in general and just wouldn't just sort of wouldn't listen to it. When I was
Are you
a
are you a
kid,
character from Footloose?
That's the funniest answer you could possibly have given. Like, I was expecting,
Wasn't
like,
even a no. It was a for a long time in my life. I hated that.
then
Yeah, it
24
wasn't
yells, "You are dull and gray" at me, which seems a bit mean.
God. I was expecting like it's like, I've thought about music. It's like some things have clicked with me, like, but it's just like it's a lot of investment. It's something
I was
that
just
it doesn't really
expecting
amount
to
to
hear
anything.
it's
But it
not
just
for
ended
me.
with
Yeah.
it's just like, no, I hated music for a
Holy
while,
shit.
like a cartoon villain.
I'm only happy when it
Villain in a
rains.
fairly odd
Okay,
parent special.
With dance. Have you tried dance at all?
My body
Anything with
is
this.
far too muscle bound to attempt anything dexterous.
That is not true. That is
That's
not
bait.
true.
You have
Bait.
not
That's
seen my
bait.
body.
I'm not
What a-
taking it. That's
stop it.
bait. That's bait.
What about cooking? What about yummy cooking?
See,
We
I'm,
know what he
Exactly.
does with cooking, James
I-
17.
I enjoy
it's
cooking, and I cook good things that taste well.
Yeah, so see, problem solved. He has a hobby. It's cooking and it's yummy.
But the
He does that for sustenance, not for fun.
No, I do it for taste. It's fun. But the
Sanity,
thing-
do you enjoy
Told me
eating?
to-
do I enjoy eating?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He's
You
told
enjoy
me
eating.
before no. If he could
What do you-
eat something that had no taste
Like
and
What
if
the
just
fuck
something's
do you
gave him his
mean?
nutrients, he would.
if something's yummy, I'll eat it. But if
Do you-
it's
do you-
good,
Do you enjoy the act of eating? The
Do you look
sensation, the
forward-
taste?
I will eat it.
Do you look forward to good food?
Come
Oh
on.
no.
I mean, I guess the same with normal.
Do you
person.
seek out culinary delights?
On occasion, I will indulge in a culinary delight, but for the most,
I know Sanity well enough to say that this man seeks out culinary delights.
Wait,
okay.
would you go
This is
out of your
tilt,
way?
man.
Would you go out of your way to seek food that you think might be good?
in a perfect world, if I didn't have to worry about like anything, I would seek delicious food. Yes, and I would.
This is a
learn-
question
Okay,
you would ask
okay.
a
Do
mouse.
you do it now though? Do you seek out? Do you go
What-
out of your way now?
I don't have a need
Wait,
to.
what? Wait, what imperfection in the
mean you
world
don't
is
have a
preventing
need
you
to?
from doing this?
There's so much.
Didn't answer either of the things that we said.
You really are an interesting critter, buddy.
No, like, I mean, obviously, fucking infinite money, sure, I would do it. But also, like, food is not only, like, a delicious thing to eat, obviously, it's also a catalyst. Like, it has effects on you. It changes your body, and it can give you specific... like, okay, hold on, because I almost said it gives you effects. It's kind of true. It's not a punishment,
It's a catalyst that has effects upon you.
some foods can give you effects. Like, that's no normal to say. People believe that, right? Like, they do things.
Evil Neighbor in chat says, rice for ergot.
Okay, no, but it's obviously true. There are there's food, and you can have food, and it can have an impact on you that you either intend or don't.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No, our issue there is that was an insane way to describe that.
It sounded like Mandark, man.
I was trying my best not to say it's like a potion. It's not a potion. Like, some things are potions, but the average food isn't a potion to a normal person, right? But like,
some things are potions, but not all of them.
yes. Like, yeah. Listen, I can make you like not even a sandwich. I guess like a bowl of food, and I will be able to predict how you'll feel. Like after you eat the whole
Full
food.
is how I would feel after eating
No.
after eating food. Sanity full.
No, if it's high in something that will like spike glycogen stores, then you'll feel elated. You'll feel so happy. You'll have the energy to run and jump. You'll sing and dance, and then you'll fall asleep. But if you only eat protein and nothing else, your fucking kidneys will fail because it's too much protein. So things have effects on people.
So when I have my lunch on my break at work, if it has too many glycogen sugars, I get really, really happy at the cash register, and then I pass out cold because turns out that one was a potion.
If you eat enough, I didn't mean to say glycogen. Glycogen is the wrong thing for me to say. But if you eat enough sugar, you'll get really happy and fall asleep. That's the average result. The average result. Average person will do that. Some people won't do that. But
Sounds like a James line.
Not everybody has a strange internal engine like you, big guy. Like, if I eat carbs and sugars, I'm not, ooh, I'm so happy, I need to go sleep for 7 hours now. You're the only one that's affected like that to this extent.
I mean, I'm not forcing myself to be happy. I'm just happy. Like, it's
That's
just,
not what I said at all.
Turns to James and whispers, "I think this guy's powered by whimsy and glee."
you guys need to understand, my life is full of joy. Like, there's so much love
That's
in
great,
the world.
man.
Sound like it. You
Yeah, it's
don't
because you
have
had a
any
potion of yum,
hobbies.
dude.
No,
You
but like,
hate watching media. You didn't like listening to music for so long. Most games are work.
but like,
And the only thing that makes you happy is eating foods that you carefully balance like it's
And
a potion.
smiling with my friends, and I love smiling with my friends. Like, listen, everyone's saying you said most movies suck. You don't like media, yada yada yada. Well, I don't do those things then because I don't like them, and I'll do them on occasion if they're good,
You
and if
do,
they're not
though.
good, they go
You
fast
watch a
away.
lot of
They go
movies and
fast
media.
away from me, extremely quick like. Like I've seen so
At
many
3
things.
times speed, one might say.
My head hurts.
I have such a headache right now. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
His only hobby is Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh's just kind of a thing I do. Not really like. I'm
That's a hobby, Mike.
Yeah, that's a hobby,
No,
man.
not to him. You don't understand. To him, Yu-Gi-Oh is just a habit.
I don't know. A hobby is like something like an old man does. Like
What?
Like shipbuilding. Like that's a hobby.
What?
What?
Everyone has hobbies, man.
We have described hobbies for the past half an hour.
Well, it's something that you have to love. It's something that
What?
you're
What?
digging on.
And
No,
remember,
it's just some- no, it's just
sanity
something-
and love.
It's something
You can
do-
only like.
was
It's something you enjoy regularly. It's something you do regularly that you enjoy. That's
I
just
swear
that's
to
just
God.
it.
God,
You're
what if
like
I was?
the modern day Phineas Gage. When you were born, the doctor, like when they were performing a C-section, accidentally cut a slip of your brain out with that knife, and you just go on without it, not noticing it's not there.
I'm 90% sure Phineas Gage got a railroad spike through his forehead, not
Yeah,
not
I
a little
don't-
slip through
I
his
don't-
brain.
Yeah,
The
I don't know
allegory
where
was
you're
saying
going with
a part
that.
of your brain is missing, but I can understand why that would go over your head.
I'm just happy. Like I'm just happy. I'm just loving life. You know.
That's great, man.
Was it because of the potion?
Oh fuck! I actually do a potion. I literally forgot. Not actual potion. I'm drinking like crazy amounts of protein. I didn't.
Dude,
I
your
haven't had
liver.
the- I don't have the fucking time because we've been talking the whole time. At this rate, who knows what's even gonna happen tomorrow?
What does
I
that
think it'll be another day.
I need to call HR. This is a problem.
You work for a company?
You work for me.
Wait, if I work for you, how are you calling HR? Don't you rule them or something?
Yeah, the boss is like the
Yeah.
king of HR.
It's
Yeah,
feudalism,
that's how that
essentially.
works.
My favorite like analysis of Game of Thrones always ends with like, and George R. R. Martin is having like a very, very astute analysis of why feudalism is bad and monarchy and stuff like that. And it's like, oh really? Okay, that's good. He's brave. I'm glad he's saying it. What were we fucking talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, HR stands
Does
for
it
horse
matter
resources.
anymore?
That's pretty good.
Oh, true.
Reese
That's
horses.
true, yeah.
Why, it's Cucumber Horse of Cucumber Course.
I love Cucumber Horse. Cucumber Horse came out in one of the most impactful sets of all time in Yu-Gi-Oh! And people were fucking like doom posting like this is the end of Yu. It basically was. But like there were like a
Oh.
couple different people that were like Cucumber Horse. Look, it's Cucumber Horse. The card's not good, doesn't do anything, but it's Cucumber. Look at him, he's so
I
sweet.
think-
Wait, people were
I
doing the like Helldivers 2 is over, but for Cucumber Horse?
No,
People have
for
been
everything
doing that
except
about
for
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cucumber
For a
Horse.
long
Everything,
time, right?
I think
everything released, and it was like it fucking power
Yeah.
crept the game like crazy. And Cucumber Horse was also there.
Cucumber Horse must have been after my time because I don't know this card at all.
It came out in 2023.
Okay, yeah, it's
Cucumber
definitely
Horse of
after my
Cucumber
time.
Horse.
It's Cucumber Horse. You can just Google Cucumber Horse. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's apparently
Oh, this
Just go ahead and
rules!
Google that.
right. Yeah, it's apparently a reference to some sort of like Japanese festival.
Aw.
Yeah, I think it's a pun or something. There's a whole bunch of like very funny things in Japan, in Yu-Gi-Oh, that are like Japanese culture puns that just don't translate very well.
Oh yeah, it's
Last-
based on Shoryuma. It's a Cucumber Horse crafted during the Obon Festival.
I laugh so
Aw.
hard that it hurts when I breathe out. Like my head hurts.
Oh, that sucks.
I
If
think I
you-
blew a blood vessel.
Do you need electrolytes? Electrolytes usually will help with that.
I've been drinking a lot of electrolytes
Do
actually.
you need a potion?
Oh, if you drink too many
I could go
electrolytes,
for a potion.
your humors will become imbalanced. Oh no.
Oh my bile. Bleh, bleh.
CT, you would know. How long was humors a thing?
Like a shockingly long time. We didn't really get off humors until like the 16th century
Oh my God, I thought you
with
were gonna
like
say the fucking
Paracelsus.
I thought you were gonna say
Like-
60s.
No,
I-
but okay,
no.
hang on.
Well,
They
the fucking miasma.
penicillin before they got rid of the humors? Are you
No.
hearing
Well,
yourself?
then-
Wasn't-
then
hold
penicillin.
Hang on, y'all. Because okay, Paracelsus is who started that train, but we were still on humors in John Harvey Kellogg time.
That makes sense.
Oh.
That's why he thought cereal could make you stop jacking off.
Yeah,
was that like
'cause he
alternate
thought-
medicine though?
No,
No,
he
that was
was
just medicine. That wasn't
John Harvey.
alternate.
Not even John Harvey Kellogg was cutting edge medicine for. He was like the Dr. Oz of his day.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say Dr. Seuss.
yeah.
Well,
No,
because I know miasma theory was a thing until like the 1880s.
Kellogg, here's a goon.
Yes. Germ theory did not show up until after Leeuwenhoek. And he
Yeah.
was like late Renaissance, early modern period. So we had humors for a good long while, my friend.
I feel like if P-Jack went back to like Kellogg time and he was talking the same way he was, even if he wasn't a giant prototype Jack and he was like a normal man, I think it'd be like a pretty large impact on like the course of human history.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I think P-Jack definitely believes in humors.
I'm actually in pain from screaming.
I just think
Oh.
if
I'm
P-Jack
gonna
was
go.
talking about like jerking off and like everything back then, like
Oh,
Good night,
that
Candy,
would
don't
have
get
been a
hurt.
scandal.
Good night,
Good
Candy.
night, Candy.
Good night, y'all.
and he's like a
Dude, fucking P-Jack's author actually owns the Sacred Healing Beers book.
we can't pull the veil on P-Jack's author. P-Jack has always been the exact person that P-Jack
Yeah.
has always been.
P-Jack doesn't have
Yeah,
an
it's
author.
like the scene in Spider-Man 2.
You haven't played the game?
Right,
I didn't
right.
even know that P-Jack was from a game. Like, I didn't know that until, like, last week.
Oh yeah,
I-
P-Jack is just P-Jack.
Oh, Candy.
Hey, when
Sorry,
do we
I-
see the
I-
game? We're about to start.
I unmuted the stream sanity. You were like 25% quieter from the rest of us.
Oh, shit. Why did no one tell me? Is this better? Stream
I don't know, you
chat?
sound fine on
Probably
my
because
end.
you've been talking
Yeah, you
about
sound fine to
everywhere
me.
all the time forever, and not reading the chat
Oh,
because
wait.
they've been screaming.
Is my mic just low for everyone else in chat?
You sound fine to
is that
me.
just-
Yeah,
Sound fine in the
Fine in
that's-
Discord.
that's weird.
Yeah.
On stream,
It's
you're
probably an
quieter than the
OBS.
rest of us. That's what
That's
I'm
weird.
saying.
Ugh.
Yeah. So turn everybody down and turn your global audio up.
I
or
gotta turn
something.
my mic audio up in OBS. How do I filter
Yeah,
that?
there you
Edit
go.
Filters. Not that
It's
quiet.
not that quiet, but it's like a good skosh or two quieter than everybody else.
Is there a
It's
filter
your
to
stream.
make?
You should be louder.
Is there a filter to make me noise louder on
Yes.
OBS?
There is a gain filter you can apply to
Yar,
yourself.
make me noise louder.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
about slabs.
All right, chat. I'm gonna raise my gain by 2.
Anyway, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Candy.
CT, I didn't know you were a pirate.
Danny,
Ah,
this is the
well.
proportion of volume for like every stream. Well, yeah, but if it's been fucked up every stream, like you can change things. Everyone has the power to change, both themselves and others, through
That's true.
influence, malign or not.
I don't think that's true.
No, it's
No,
true.
it is.
You possess that capability just like the rest of us. You like it
Yay.
fucked up? Well, I don't know if you can speak for everyone. That's also a very funny thing people do. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is fine because this person said that." They represent every single one of these type of people. It's good.
Okay, I'm no longer following.
It's just a general thing people.
Okay.
You know how like Ibnar speaks for the Gleeglaxes, but he doesn't actually.
Oh, I found the join multiplayer game button.
Oh,
There's
That's
only
great.
one.
do you see him?
Is yours up?
No. Should I? I'll start it.
Yeah, start your game.
Okay.
Aw, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Ooh, bone sounds.
Oh,
They
I
got
see
bone
you. I
sounds in
joined your
here?
game.
Oh, bone sounds, man.
I don't see you. Are you in the game?
Me when
I'm in the game, yeah.
Me when there's bone sounds.
Oh, I hear you. Hold on, I gotta pause so I can fucking fix that. Toggle mic on off. Okay, go, hit escape and then toggle mic on off.
Hit escape and then... Oh, I can't read any of these menu. Yay!
What do you mean, yay? You hit escape and toggle mic on off.
I did it.
Oh, talk again in game.
No.
What?
What?
Okay.
What?
Well, I'll go to the live scene. We'll start playing the game. And
Meow.
here we are, chat. Here it is. Here, let me stream it.
Come on, everyone, collect bones.
Press E, you can pick up bones.
You can only get so many, though.
I already have 8, so I can't get
What?
I can't get any more.
I have 8 bones.
Now what? Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Jump over here.
Dude, you're a skeleton, too.
It's crazy. Well, we have to throw a bone at the skull to begin our escape.
Begin your escape. Dude, we did it. I took your bone.
Oh, I want my bone.
Hey, come on.
Okay.
Hey, come on.
Now what?
Well, you have...
Oh!
puzzle game.
There's a freak.
That's James.
I found the pit.
Do I go down there with you?
Pit now. Oh. Okay.
Hey, where'd you go?
I can go to the sewers, but I don't want to.
Hey, so I'm in the sewers. Where'd you go?
I'm going to the sewers now. There's a big scary beast. I died.
Hey, I'm lost.
Yeah, I died. I gotta wait for bones.
What do you mean you have to wait for bones?
I can't go anywhere. I gotta wait for bones.
What? Where are you?
Bones, 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 bones. Let's go!
Oh, I died.
Oh, if you can get bones.
Oh,
This is a cool game.
I can... Oh, I died.
Oh, okay, you can get bones. Oh, it says my name over my head. That's so cool.
So what's the lore of this game?
I think you're a skeleton.
I see. Of course.
Maybe I can jump over. Oh, I can jump over those. Oh, there's rocks over here. That's cool.
Dude, a scary creature fucking attacked me and scared the shit out of me.
This creature looks gender neutral.
Hey, where are you?
Threw a bone into the guy.
Hey, stop that. Where are you?
I had to hit F to pick up the bone.
Hey, man, where are you?
Where is he going? Okay. One's face? Oh. How are you doing?
Dude, where are you? I'm fucking scared. There's some shit I don't understand happening.
Man, you gotta calm down. I'm near the slime.
What do you, where? What?
You gotta go find where the slime is.
Are you in the sewer there? I've seen 2 slimes.
Oh, I'm not in the sewer anymore. No,
Where are you?
I'm near the boxes. There's a couple of jail cells.
Dude, what boxes?
Oh.
Are you in the pit?
No. Do you know where the red scary skeleton that runs at you is?
Yeah.
He's like base boosted. I found him.
Oh no.
Oh, there he goes. Problem solved. Please meow, dude. I can't handle this much longer. Jamie got that.
Dude, I found the red scary skeleton. Where the fuck are you? Dude, he's giggling at me.
Yeah, you have to throw your bone at him.
Dude, where are you in here?
This is...
Dude, I need your fucking help.
Oh, I heard the scary skeleton again.
Help!
Oh, there's like 3 scary skeletons. They're all chasing you. You're fucked.
You have to. Ah!
Here, I broke all of them. Oh, I'll fall through that with you. Where did you go? Hey, Jim.
We found each other. Why am I so much shorter than you?
What are you talking about? You're short.
Oh,
Jump over this. Don't make sure you don't hit it.
I picked up a
Jim,
bone
we have
from
to
it.
find our organs.
Oh, okay.
We have to find our organoids.
Did you find any?
No.
You're not good at this.
Did you hear that ominous groan?
Yeah, did you find it?
No. Oh, you want to go in the pit with me?
Yeah, let's go into the pit.
Don't. Oop.
Oh no, yay!
I guess just keep holding W. Fall into the pit with me.
Wait, go farther? Okay.
Oh, I found the anglerfish.
Throw bones at it.
Oh, I died.
Wait, why'd you die?
Yeah, you died.
Oh. Oh, I died.
Oh, I lived.
I'm in a new jail cell.
I somehow lived. Like a hero.
Wait, how'd you live?
I don't know. I thought I died.
Why'd you get to live?
Ooh, now I'm out of the depths, and now I'm somewhere else.
What?
I can go to the jail cells.
Oh, I'm at the jail cells.
Ooh, there's a green flame. Throw a bone at it. Ooh.
Dude, throw a bone at the green flame.
There's a hanging I have to go to the throw a bone at it to unlock this gate if I see green fire. Okay. If you see a hanging brazier with green fire, you have to throw a bone at it. Gotcha.
We have to throw a bone at it.
Is this the hanging brazier with green fire?
It looks like it.
Well, I threw a bone at it, but it didn't unlock the gate.
What gate is it supposed to unlock?
There's a hanging ceiling brazier with green fire. Throw a bone at it to unlock this gate. If you see a heart inside. Oh, if you see a heart inside.
I don't see a heart inside.
We have to keep running this way then.
Okay.
Did you just hear angelic noises?
Yeah, I did. It sounds beautiful.
Perhaps
Did you
this
do that?
fake door is a fake door.
Hey,
wait.
you've been attacked by the slime.
I'm waiting for bones. I have to try to break the fake door, perhaps.
No, press F on it. F to interact, remember?
What?
F to interact.
Where'd you go?
What? Next to you.
Oh, you're gone.
No, I'm literally on top of your head.
Okay, I have to get more bones or else I won't move quick. Oh, I died.
No, take this bone.
Oh, I died.
No, take this bone.
Okay.
Take that one too.
Up. Oh, I died.
No, take this bone.
Okay. Oh, I died. I got the bone.
No,
Oh, I died.
take this bone.
I got out. I'm free.
Aw. My character's sick.
I have 3 bones now. Watch out, red skeleton.
The scarab! You've defeated the scarab! Okay, you did steal one of my bones.
Oh, I died now.
Dude, watch out.
But now I can get all my bones back.
Oh, I got fucking killed.
Yeah, I got killed too. And I also need to get more bones. Did
Hey,
you
so
spawn
I got
back in the
fucking
jail
killed.
cell? You did.
I
You have-
spawned back in the jail cell,
You have
yeah.
to get more bones now.
Yeah,
Let's go
no, I
this
don't
way.
feel good. Let's see what's over this way.
Let's go over this way.
Come on, let's explore this way.
Oh, if I dunk a buddy in the hoop, we get buddy points.
How do I dunk a buddy in a hoop? Oh, I can pick you up. Did I do it?
I don't know.
Well, here, let me try again. Go. Did you go in the hoop?
I don't know.
Come on, go ahead and go in the hoop. Here, take a bone.
I think I went in the hoop.
Yay, you went away forever.
I think I went in the hoop.
Now I have plenty of bones. Oh, I can throw you. Whee!
I don't have any bones.
Go ahead and be up there.
I need to get more bones.
A bone.
Okay.
It's like your Sonic ring. Now you have a bone.
Now, so long as you don't pick me up again, I have enough bones to live. And everything is hell now. Oh, you have to throw me in that hoop, too. Quick, throw me in that hoop.
Dunk!
Nope, I'm up.
Come on.
Nope.
Dunk!
Nope.
Come on. Get.
No.
Come on.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
Get in the fucking hoop.
I don't have the abilities.
Why won't you? Why? Who designs a hoop with like a slanted lid on them?
I need more
Go in there.
I need more bones.
I got you in!
Yeah, well, then now you did it.
Hey, I wanted that bone. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I need more bones.
There's some bones in here.
I can't have any of those. You have to throw... I can't move yet. I don't have any bones.
There's plenty of bones on the table there.
I have to grab all these bones over here so I can move.
You can go ahead and table bones.
Okay, now we have to go back to the other way. We only have 4 minutes and 50 seconds left.
I mean, this game doesn't look that complicated. I think we're probably gonna get it pretty fast.
We have to throw a bone at the skull to begin our escape. Now we have to find the heart, James.
Dude, we have to find our hearts.
I've returned to the hole. I've gone hole. Now we can run this way. Maybe we can run far over this way. Didn't go over here yet. You fell over a little bit, but that's not ashamed of.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I've already gone over here, so I don't have to go over here anymore. So we have to go back the where.
Did you find any green braziers?
No braziers for me. Make sure you don't fall in that hole. Uh-oh, don't fall in that hole. Wait,
Not me.
Let's go back this way. Watch out, red
Wait.
demon though. What?
Never mind.
You found the pit, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
Where are you?
It's over here. Oh, I found my heart.
What? Where's your heart?
I found my heart.
Can I have one?
No, you don't have any. Now
Can I have yours?
Now I have to send to heaven.
How do you get to heaven? I want heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, we only have 3 minutes in the game.
Better find a way to get to heaven then. Oh, I have a heart now.
Put your heart in. There. Press F on it.
I've lost all
Is it working?
I've lost all my bones now. I don't think it worked. There's a hanging ceiling brazier with green fire. Throw a bone to unlock this gate if you see a heart inside. Well, I didn't. Let's go back to
Put
the
your heart
sewers.
inside. Let's go down to the sewers.
Now that we're in the sewers, let's go over here to the depths.
Turn on your flashlight.
Now that we're in the depths, let's ignore this guy.
Watch out. There's the
Oop.
anglerfish.
I'm going back in the depths. I'm just gonna run past the anglerfish.
Yep.
Oh, I died. Jamie, you have to get my heart. I died.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a bunch of big hops and get your heart.
You know what this game needs?
What?
Speed up. X, 4x, 10x.
Yeah, go ahead and speed up. 2x, 4x. My objective is to ascend to the overworld now.
Yeah, well, you're not doing that without me, though, because I kind of bravely said no to that sort of situation.
That is really brave of you. How am I gonna get out of here?
You have to ascend to the overworld, done.
How?
What? You have to find the gate. You have to find the heavenly gate.
Maybe it's
Well,
down in the
I found a
depths.
run puzzle.
Where's the run puzzle?
I'm in the pit. The pit has a run
No,
puzzle,
how
it
do I get to the
seems.
pit?
Maybe there's a
Oh, that is a
secondary...
run puzzle.
Maybe there's a secondary heart in the pit for a one puzzle? For one puzzle?
Ooh, if I get out of here with 2 hearts, that would make me twice as heavenly.
But if I wanted a heart, what would happen then?
Well,
Oh,
I
let's-
would have 2.
To the sewers.
Wait,
with
hold
us.
on a second. Come back in here. I have an idea. Come back into the pit.
I fell out of the pit.
No, come back into it. I have an idea.
I think
Where are you?
If I go into the sewers, might be able to go back into the pit.
Yeah, you can. That's how I got here. Yeah, go ahead and come in here.
I went into the jail cells.
Yeah, you have like a minute.
Well, I'm in the jail cells. I threw a bone. Maybe I can run over. Maybe I can run away.
Yeah, go ahead and go ahead.
Go ahead and find the government. Depths.
Not depths. Pit. Come on, pit.
Oh, I hear like rock music.
Yeah, come on.
Should I follow my heart or?
Yeah, to the pit.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to find the. Jesus fucking Christ! That scared me so much. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I found the pit. Found the pit.
Go.
I don't have any.
Take these bones.
My bones.
Take these bones, hero.
I don't have any. I can't move yet with my bones. I need more.
Take
bones.
more.
Here. You can have 2 bones back.
That's 2 bones back.
Now what?
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Yeah, I can't get up there. And you have the heart. Now you can't move at all, little buddy.
Well, it was worth a try. Hey, you're kicking me. Wait, you're taking me away. Ah!
Oh, game oval.
Dude, even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely.
You know who said that?
Who?
Edgar Allan Poe.
What?
Thanks so much, everyone, for coming out tonight to this yet another stream of Sanity Streams. Thank you to Heaven. Thank you to Joy. Loved having all my friends around. You know what I like to say? I like to say it's always good. Thank you to who the fuck even joined? I don't even know who was around. Jame, Candy, CT, and Dorothy Radio Free Dairy. You can find them at radiofreedairy.com. .tumblr.info. That's about it. Thanks everyone for coming out. We still got like 2 more minutes before it's a 3-hour stream as I normally do. You said there would be bugs and guns. I did not. No, I said there's well, we didn't get to it, but you know, the beautiful thing about that is that you can go Google bugs and guns. Go Google bugs and guns for a new stream information. We're gonna raid. One's online. That's it. Goodbye. Ogadogabo.